wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It is time. It looks like we're starting it out with the Migos, Brock Lesnar. That's Dalitha. I am Travis, and it is time for day one. Hopefully everybody had a great new year, and looking forward to 22. Double deuces.
That's right, 22. It's happening.
All right, how do we get chats up? There it is.
All
Everybody's
right.
back in here. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for
Lita
doing
says,
that
I'm
with
here.
us.
James Howe's like, let's get it. And it's like, I'm also here. And we have Bart. Hello. Bart says,
Hey, Bart.
Do you remember me from Crown Jewel? Yes, Bart.
Yes, I'm glad that you're
Thanks for
joining
coming
us.
back.
It's going to be
Joining us for
fantastic
some
tonight.
Day one pay-per-view. Matthew says, bring back Fandango. Rosella says, hi and Happy New Year's from Roberto. Hey, Roberto, Happy New Year to you. Looks like the Migos are just telling us kind of the matches that are going to happen tonight, talking about them, showing us little previews. Ravi's back in here. Ayla, how do you like your steak cooked? Bloody. Rare. Like to eat it right off the cow. Film says, okay.
I have to save it because I don't know if they're saying anything.
All right. Says, bloody.
It looks like we got a hell of a show. It's going to start out. We got the Uso Penitentiary starting it out against the New Day.
Oh, yes. They did mention that before
King
they left and showed what's going to happen tonight.
And Sir Kingston.
Yes.
So King Woods, in their little interview, said to Kofi, call him King Kofi Kingston. King Kingston or whatever. Because he was at one time. And he's like, oh, I got my words all messed up. That was actually pretty funny when they were doing their little interview earlier.
Little thing with Melissa or whatever her name is. Film says, okay. Bart says, I couldn't watch because my laptop broke down, but it's fixed now. Well, good deal. Glad to hear that.
I'm glad that you're back.
Film says, okay, let's get into this. I'm ready, right?
I am ready. I'll probably be standing up half the show.
Ayla says, bloody.
I have got a total of 3 hours and 42 minutes of sleep.
Janelle says, I'm flip-flopping of who I want to win in a WWE Championship match. Well, there's 5 people
who you got? Who you got? I want to hear who you have.
Film
Janelle
says, I am back, fired up and ever before. Sweet. Matthew says she probably likes it bloody. Rosella says, do you remember me from last year? Yeah, I remember you being in here.
I love all you
Roberto
guys.
says, what happened to Roman Reigns? He did test positive for unicorn sprinkles. He did post that on his Twitter page. Ravi says, Ayla, yeah, me too. It's the only way to eat it. Matthew says, LMFAO, I knew it. And Bart says, I hope the Usos win because they my boys, but I also hope that the New Day wins because they deserve it.
They are in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the home of people in our chat right now. Alita Kelly's in here.
Yes, Alita, and I know that Walter is
Walter
close to there in that area
sure he's
also.
In Atlanta.
And unfortunately, both of them were not able to go. Vindicator says 1, 2, 3. It's easy as ABC, just as easy as 1, 2, 3. ABC 1, 2, 3. Now you can count like me. Sweet.
Yes, that sounds a little familiar, as in Michael Jackson.
That's the Jackson 5. Ayla says, ha ha. Janelle says, I originally had a Big E winning, but I don't think he's going to walk out as the champion. Maybe Seth Rollins will. Maybe Brock walk on this championship. I don't know.
Ooh, those are bold predictions. I just don't see Seth yet. I feel like Seth's going to be
the last part of his tweet, I look forward to returning to action as soon as possible.
Yes, and he will be back very soon. It looks like he tested positive today.
Yes.
And so I was wrong. But he was pulled from TV earlier, or not TV, from live shows. Because they were terrified that he was going to get sick.
He was going to get sick.
And guess what? He got sick.
Matthew says, y'all are sick freaks. Mine has got to be cooked all the way through.
What is that?
A steak.
Ooh.
Okay, so Matthew, I grew up with well-done meat, except for my dad when he cooked steaks. They were medium rare, and I liked them because the meat is soft. It's not so freaking hard and overcooked that you're eating like
I didn't know if it didn't taste like a boot with ketchup on it, that it was not a meal, right?
Yeah.
And then Dalitha, one time she's like, here, let's do it this way. And I'm like, ew. Anyways, I ate like 4 bites and waited a half hour to see if I was going to die, if I had to get rushed to the hospital or anything. But it was better. Then after that, I was like, oh, I guess you don't die from that. And so then I heated it back up in the microwave and then ate it, but with ketchup. And then after that, I started eating it. Now it's like, it's a little bloody. It's fine. Just wipe its ass and plop it down, cut its horns off.
Yeah. You don't realize how how chewy it is until you eat like overcooked meat, and then you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, I overcooked my expensive ass prime rib stuff the other day, and I put a thermometer in it. Yes. And I set it for the lowest temperature, the 145 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was destroyed. Like, it was so hot. Like, I don't even know who comes up with these temperature ratings, but
yeah, it was really weird.
It was sad.
It was sad.
It still tastes good.
It was delicious. Don't get me wrong. I will eat like overcooked meat. I will eat it. The first time around, I'll usually eat it without any kind of sauce. But if I have to reheat it and eat it like again, I have to use some kind of ketchup or barbecue sauce or something with it.
Day
and I
one,
usually don't because it's just
bloodline.
Don't like that. Alita's like, and Bart says, can't wait for the WWE Championship match. It's going to be such a banger.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting, right? With 5 people in it this time.
Here
like,
they come.
Matthew Hyde just
the
lost
new
respect.
day.
Bart's like, LOL, and Rosella's like, do you know Steve called Austin?
Stunning Steve Austin.
He called him? Why did he call him?
You call him
like,
whom?
Matthew says, do you think we might see someone return tonight to start a feud for Mania?
If they want to go with this Miz Edge storyline long enough, then it would be Beth.
Yeah.
But that's a long. We're 3 months to the day, guys. Tomorrow, to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We're 91 days away. So and they want this to be a big pay-per-view. Obviously, they didn't play it up to be a big pay-per-view, but supposedly it was supposed to be a big pay-per-view. And Roman Brock is a huge pay-per-view, and that obviously fell through, so we couldn't go that route.
Right. What the fuck is Kofi giving out? He has like a bag of something. He's
it's for
like
the peasants. Maybe it's coins.
I guess.
Some gold coins.
Sure. Anyways, Ayla's like, same Travis. We both ate overcooked trash for years. Vindicator's like, yeah, I just like my meat nice and tender, like the love of a good woman. Chris says they need to push Shotzi, but she will end up like Tony time and quitting or being released. I hope not, but
I have a feeling if it's all how they handle it backstage. I don't think it's what they're doing in the ring. I think it's how their personalities are.
True.
And if you say yes to everything, like Elias does, you're staying. Vince likes that. If you just say yes, all of a sudden they're like, hey, we can do different weird things with these people. And then all of a sudden it comes back around and they're like, hey, we need a champion. Our ladies are pregnant or something, you know? Mm-hmm. And then bam. It just happened that Charlotte never got knocked up. And Lacey did, but I'm pretty sure this thing that's happening with Charlotte was Lacey's.
Yes.
Lacey was on her way to Mania. Or
whatever
it was. Whenever she lost. But
yes.
you know she was top shit.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, I'm pregnant, I gotta quit, type of thing. And it was like, what? And then Charlotte champion, and the rest is history.
Yep. Robbie says, Ayla, I bet you just eat it fresh from the packet. Ha ha. Bryce says, hey guys, I'm still here. Thanks for coming back,
hey,
Bryce.
Thank you.
Says, do you think Bobby Lashley is going to win? No, on our predictions, we both put Big E as the winner.
I have Big E still retaining this.
Just
I think Bobby Lashley is...
It's just because of the setup. I mean, if it was a one-on-one, no. I would say Bobby probably would win it.
What we should have asked as the question, because we both agreed, is who gets pinned?
True. Like, who's going to get pinned? Well, wouldn't Big E have to pin somebody in order to win? Right.
But who?
So you have Seth or Kevin.
That's it.
That can get the pin, that's going to take the pin.
Right. And
is Bobby going to take? No.
So that automatically means that Kevin Owens is losing. He's the one getting the shoulders down.
And he's going to get angrier about it and angrier. Right? All right, we are started. Usos versus the New Day. As they still call themselves.
Yes.
It was like, I just eat the cowhide and all, right? And Bart says, wait, who's the 5th wrestler that's competing?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock is the 5th wrestler.
He is a famous wrestler.
He's that guy.
He was a collegiate wrestler.
Brock Lesnar.
Not Anderson.
Not Anderson.
All right, Xavier Woods in there. It looks like with they dyed their hair now. I think that's Jimmy. Because he's softer. I think that's Jimmy.
I don't know either.
So anyways, Jimmy's in there. He's got like some weird arm bar. You know, if you did that to me, I would just cry. My shoulder hurts so stinking bad anymore that I'm pretty sure I need some sort of surgery to repair it. 1, 2.
Bart says that. Ravi says, D starting a new channel, cooking tips with D. Yeah, no. Chris says, you know, Gay Day will win just to add to their title reigns. Rosella's like, do you know he quit? Who quit? Ravi says, Chris, facts. And Bart's like, facts. And Matthew says, I cook my steaks well, but they are still juicy. I made one the other night. First, I seared the sides and then sear on one side and let it cook for about 3 minutes. Flip over the sear on the other side.
That's fine.
Take it off the stove and low broil for 7 minutes. The rest for about 5 minutes, juicy. Okay, so yeah, you can make well done meat good, but I don't like my meat well done because even though it's juicy, it's still tough to chew.
Right. As a human, I know evolution and all that, but as a human, we should eat as bloody as we can get. In reality, you almost want to eat rancid meat with maggots in it. But I'm not even telling you to do that. That's disgusting.
That's the steaks I want to eat.
But that's how our stomachs are designed.
Yeah.
Or were. And that's why we need our gut bacteria.
Right? Spinning Air Force One and Jay or Jemmy.
That's why people that drink diet sodas don't understand why they can't lose weight.
Yes, diet sodas are bad for you.
It's because of the sugar that they put in there. It kills gut bacteria.
Oh.
So even one a day, bad. One every month, that's fine. But it will kill your good bacteria in your gut. That's a fact.
Did you keep it, though, Pat McAfee? Did you keep that pancake?
He should have.
I wonder how gross it is.
You know, if I went there and I got a
Freeze
pancake,
dried
I
it?
would take it home and I would put it in a Ziploc bag and I would keep it forever.
You'd have to, like, freeze dry it or something, because if you put it in that, it would just get rotten and mold.
It's fine. It'd still be it.
Gross.
In the freezer? It would be cool to freeze dry
As
it,
Chris
too.
says, there's some under the table stuff, lol, right? Bart says, do you guys think that Becky will win against Liv? Because, like, I don't know. Well, we both picked Becky to win.
I picked Becky just to be safer with my pick, but I believe it's a 48-52. Because Liv could definitely roll her up and cheat to win this. Because Becky did it to her and just made it like, you don't have the spirit, you don't have that in you, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Meaning that she could cheat to win, and then we'll see how that works.
True.
So maybe 49-51 now.
Robbie
I talked
says,
myself into it a little bit
right.
closer.
Robbie says, when do you think Bayley will be back? I don't know.
Right around March. So I'm going to say like the second week of March, maybe. That knee surgery she had is a kind of a big deal.
Yeah. It takes a while to come back from
9 months to a year sometimes, so. All
That's-
right, this is Jay Uso here. He's got the all black hair, so.
And the very short hair in the front.
Yeah.
Walter says New Day got this. Matthew says that.
Shit.
And Walter says Day 1 pay-per-view will be a short match card. Only by one match.
Look at that.
Film
like
says,
his
I don't
dad.
believe the New Day hasn't turned each other's backs, or I should say one of them turned to Hill and backstabs each other.
Not yet, guys. I don't know if it'll ever happen, to be honest, unless it gets so stale, which to some people it is.
Right?
I would like to see Big E get back with them. But it looks like they've even changed their music. Kofi with a big stomp right to Jay's face.
Even though he got the crowd all involved for his excitingness, Film says, I don't believe the New Day hasn't turned each other's backs, or I should say one of them turned Hill. I already read that. Vindicator says, seems fitting. The Usos have the first match on a pay-per-view called Day 1-ish. LOL.
Yeah, it's Day 1-ish.
And,
King Woods just got kicked right in the grill.
Ouch. Matthew says, I'm tired of the Usos and New Day. Bart says, bro, WWE is doing, like, nothing with Kevin Owens. Like, give him something. Give him, like, the U.S. or the IC title, or have him win the Royal Rumble.
I know, and as of right now, those titles aren't really being used. Even with Damian Priest, although Damian is with Dolph, like, they are doing a little bit of a storyline there.
True. And I can't remember who they were putting with Shinsuke, like, who's doing all that
It's
with
like
Shinsuke.
some sort of tag team or something. But anyways, it's Boogs is doing all the work.
Right. Alita says Usos
It was Los Lotharios.
Oh, yeah, the Los Lotharios,
Yeah.
that's it. Alita says Usos are hometown guys, so they will win. Nice, that's the way to do it, right?
Doesn't always work that way. I saw Bayley lose her title. I think it was to Bliss in San Diego.
Yeah, her hometown.
Yeah, at home.
Ravi says, I thought Travis was the guy, not Brock. I don't know. Chris says not Cock Anderson, lol. Yes, it's totally Brock Anderson in it. Robbie says D still needs to patent up that ASMR channel. Don't I? Bart says at Matthew Meadows, bro, same like, can they already move on from Usos and New Day crap? Walter says fans are at day one. Rosella says I'm going to start a WWE game channel.
That would be awesome.
That sounds great.
You know, they cannot not have these guys wrestle. There's only one other tag team on SmackDown, guys.
Right.
And that's the Vikings, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're on SmackDown now.
Yeah.
You got the Los Lotharios also. But there's not a lot going on. What are you going to put Nakamura and Rick Boogs? After the titles that they already don't even represent.
True. I mean, yeah.
Nakamura
right?
doesn't even wrestle as it is.
Oh, Kofi finally got his chat or his.
Oh!
To the whatever.
Here comes King Woods!
Vindicator says, Travis, even though
Jimmy
you are an old man, your body is not going to break down on you in 2022, as I hope to go through my life never having to go under the knife.
Yeah, I should be okay. Like I said, my shoulders are just kind of tore up. I used to be able to throw hard, and now I can't. My daughter throws harder than me, but that's not saying anything. Like, she throws harder than most men. She has a freaking cannon.
Oh.
I honestly used to be that sexist guy that thought that women couldn't throw that hard.
Right, until you taught your daughter to throw.
Until I started coaching softball up at the university up there.
Right.
And I was amazed. There was this girl named Kim that played third base for us. I guarantee her arm was as strong as any major leaguer. Well, not any major leaguer, but a major leaguer.
Yeah. And she's throwing a ball that's
1,
bigger
2,
and heavier.
It whistled.
Yeah.
Through the infield. I was like,
could you imagine if she threw a regular baseball? Like, that'd be
Our
crazy.
first baseman looked like olive oil. She was about 6'2". Her name was Becky. And she was super nice. So anyways, I got her to play co-ed softball with us. And all the guys on the team were like, you can't put a girl at first base. But it makes sense. If you put a girl at first base, you could put two guys on the left side at third and short.
Right.
And then you put two girls on the right-hand side. But these were collegiate girls. Anyways, so most people put a man at first because you got to throw the ball as hard as you can at them, and girls flinch. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Chris, throw as hard. And he throws super hard. I was like, throw as hard as you can. And she just snags it like nothing. And he's like, okay, she's fine.
Yeah, that works. All right.
So, yeah, I used to be that way until I met those girls. Anyways, 1,
Jimmy.
2, and Jimmy almost has him. King kicks out.
He almost had the king. He almost got him. Walter says The Miz was on Kickoff Show before his match with Edge. Yeah, he was on there kind of talking. Robin says D with the cooking tips that Jamie Oliver would be jealous of. Not really. Walter's like, live for the win. Shaquan White is in the chat.
Hey, Shaquan.
Says, hey, y'all, which match now?
It is the Usos and the New Day for the SmackDown Championship.
Yes.
And right there, Samoan drop 1, 2, and 3. No! Jimmy almost had him. Or not, that's Jay, sorry.
Jay almost had him this time. Jimmy almost had him before.
Jay's got red tips in his mullet.
Yes, he has a mullet. Yes.
Or it's a duck's butt or whatever they call that.
Walter says RK Bro will win tonight. Alita says good bacteria is gone in my body. Bart says
gotta
Usos
get it back,
versus
sweetie.
New Day. Film says Becky. Vindicator says go ahead and cheat, Liv. I still love ya. Matthew
Eat
says
organic coleslaw, right? No, what's that stuff called?
sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. Organic sauerkraut that has not been pasteurized.
Yeah, you have to get unpasteurized sauerkraut. You can either make your own or you can buy it. I don't know if you have like a Sam's Club or a Costco in your area, but the Costco around here has
They have that, and you want it unpasteurized.
with no sugar.
And just eat that. It's kind of, if
Basically,
you don't like
you
it, it's kind of gross.
rancid food.
Yeah, you want to eat, what's that
Kimchi
called?
is another one that
What
you
is
could
that stuff
eat.
called where, like, alcohol's made that way? What's it called?
Fermented?
Fermented. You want to eat fermented food. Sorry, I got 3 hours of sleep last night, guys. 3:42. So I guess 4 hours of sleep. And so my brain's not functioning right. I tried to take a nap today, but it did not happen. All right, Kofi kicks it up top. Jay's down. 1, 2. Jay just gets that shoulder
Jay
up.
Gets out.
They're going to have to do a finisher to end this match on either side. Who are you going to pin? Kofi? No.
Right? I have no idea.
The world champion right there. He's the only world champion in this match.
Right?
Jay was carrying SmackDown there for Roman for a while. Oh, clothesline. I think he got enough of that. Jay fell.
He did.
And so Kofi's like.
It was a horrible,
Woo! New Day! Double leg drop! Paying homage to the Hulkster. Not really, but it sounds fun. He does a single leg drop.
Matthew says WWE just isn't creating talent like they used to. They're trying to get back to that, Matthew. Film says, bro, I'm ready for Bayley to come back too, bro. Film's like Bliss and Bayley. Matthew says WWE just keeps firing everyone. Yeah, some of them quit, so.
Yeah.
Oh!
Jimmy up top.
Jimmy gets the tag in. He gets
5-star frog splash. That could be it. No, that's Kofi.
Ooh,
Kofi kicks
almost
out.
Got it.
Like I said, former world champion. He's going to be hard to beat with a frog splash.
Right? Under the blankets in the chat. Hey, under the blanket says Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar in the same ring. OMG.
What happens under the blanket?
Ew, gross. Will Hunter says, I don't expect anything to change. As for titles, this pay-per-view is likely a cash grab. I do enjoy the community, though, so here I am.
Wow. You know what's weird about that is I was telling myself that. I was telling her even earlier. Mm-hmm. I was like, somebody's got to lose a title, right? You can't have a pay-per-view where nobody loses a title.
Right.
And so that's why I was like, that's why I went with Street Profits against RK Bro. And I could be wrong, and it's fine. It happens. I don't see the New Day winning here, but I did hear some people say that New Day will win this in our chat. So.
Right.
Oh, Kofi's hurt.
Matthew says, message retracted. Alita says they will never turn unless family says so. Shaquan says, who's winning the match?
It is, right now, it is the Usos. Kofi's in trouble.
A lot of people would say the New Day was winning earlier when he probably sent the chat. Robbie says, when is Asuka back? Don't know when she's coming back.
That would be an interesting one. I keep forgetting she exists.
Bart says the dream match finally happened, which is Brock Lesnar versus Bobby, but I bet these two are going to have a memorable moment.
They will. Yeah, they're going to go face to face, and the crowd's going to go nuts.
Mm-hmm. Matthew says,
Kofi
I bought some WWE stock the other day because I feel like it's going to shoot up high once they are bought by Disney or NBC.
What are they at right now? About 66, or are they lower than that?
Under says Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, OMG. Robbie says, oh, Travis sounds like he just got a sore throat when he does his ASMR voice. For your Mandy voice. Matthew says, LMFAO T-Rex is a phone sex operator. Sanchi is in the chat. Says, no doubt, definitely Brock Lesnar was a new WWE champion. Oh, yeah?
Like Seinfeld when Kramer's doing it. The phone sex.
Yeah, when he's calling the operator. Sanchi, thanks for being in our chat. We appreciate it. Good to see you in here.
Thumbs ups.
Matthew says, just kidding, boss. Rosella says, is Big E coming to the WWE fight today? Big E will be there for his championship match.
Big E is absolutely wrestling tonight. He's putting his title on the line against
four
other full-grown,
is he gonna get him this time?
meat-eating men.
Didn't quite get him this time. Shaquan says Big E retains. Vindicator says, that's cool, Travis. I wish your daughter could become a professional softball player. Too bad the one major league that had folded.
Yeah, it had no choice. She wouldn't play anyways.
Yeah. Robbie's like, who's better on the mic, Pat or Corey?
Corey. Pat's funner.
Fun, but
he's funner, but he's not as clever.
Yeah.
But he does great. Like, there's nothing wrong with him at all.
Right. Bart says, I hope that either Kevin Owens wins or Big E retains. Matthew says,
I would rather have JBL.
Shaquan's like the New Day won. Fermented food, Matthew says, and love sauerkraut.
Double stomp right down on his face.
Where's his friend?
Jason trouble. 1, 2, and throw.
He got out of it.
Close.
Wow. Robbie says, sounds nasty. I think I will stick to my chili sauce. Alita's like kimchi. Matthew says, yogurt has probiotics. Alita says, I eat pickles. Yeah, pickles aren't the same.
And yes, they are going to say COVID on the main roster. McAfee literally just said we were so close to having a day where Roman gets COVID and they lose their titles. Mm-hmm. Woo! McAfee's going to get burned alive at the stake right now on Twitter. It's going crazy.
Vindicator says, at will, all pay-per-view are cash
burning him.
That's the number one achievement of Vinny's Max list every day. I was like, New Day rocks. Matthew's like, I love pickles. I bet you do, Matthew. You're sick of living in your hole. Robbie's like, oh, Travis with a dirty mind. Alita's like, New Day rocks. Matthew says, RK Bro is rad and what's best for business.
Oh, there's the tag. The referee saw it this time.
Ooh.
Jimmy is legal. Kofi does not know it.
Uh-oh. Matthew says,
like double thrust kicks.
Now. A pickle. Shaquan says, well, the New Day is going to win, no doubt, and Big E retains. Ooh.
They're going to end this.
Is it going to happen?
They're going to go double.
Where's the other dude?
Here they go. Jimmy and Jay going up top.
Is one of them going to get busted by the King?
The King is over here down the aisle.
Oh, he's broken.
Oh, double frog splash. That's it. 1, 2, once with the save.
The referee paused. What a jackhole.
It's okay. He had to get in position. He had to get his hips right.
Matthew says WWE stock is $49.34 right now.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely worth a buy.
Shaquan's like, what happened? Who kicked out?
That was
No kick
Kofi.
out. Kofi got a save from Woods.
Woods saved him. Kofi would not have kicked out. It was a double splash by the Usos, Jimmy and Jay.
Robbie says D doesn't care for wrestling news, but a bit ironic, like Alanis Morissette, as she does a wrestling channel. Alita says, I'll buy 200. Vindicator says, random and useless fact. I love the word juggernaut.
Yeah, I like that word.
It was
also.
like, I can't remember that drink that's permitted, but I'll drink that sometimes.
All of it?
Fermented drinks.
All liquor is. But the problem with liquor is that it's alcoholic, which is sugar, so it's kind of like a catch-22 there.
Right. Oh, he got tagged. Jimmy's legal.
Oh, thrust kick. You can hear that across the state.
It's going to happen. Old Woods got knocked out
Boom.
on the outside.
That's it. A 3D.
There it is. Usos retain.
The Usos win!
Without cheating, without help, they beat the fucking New Day finally.
Wow.
Yes.
Kofi
Thank
took the
you.
pin, too.
Wow.
What did I just... Like, I was waiting for that kick out.
That's awesome.
Are they going to split them up here? They could split the New Day up here. That would be a great start to the year.
I'd be okay with
I mean, I don't want the New Day to split up. I'm just saying it would be an interesting news thing. But it looks like Woods is saving him, so we're good.
Anyways, Matthews got his,
That was like a cutter.
outside again.
So there's a thrust kick on the outside. He goes inside. I think he hits him with a cutter. See, so he tags himself in.
He gets
The
a
thrust
to the
kick.
face.
And it's right here. It's like it's a 3D. Boom! That is the 3D Dudley Boy style. 1, 2, and 3. So it's like a push-up into a cutter.
And it was Jimmy that did the pinning, right?
I didn't look, but yeah, it looked
Jimmy
like.
with the hair.
Yeah,
Jay has the
Jimmy's
weird
red.
haircut.
Jay has the red in the tail.
Right. There you go. That's
Maybe
what
I should
happened.
do my hair in red tips.
If you really want to cut it short and party in the back,
No,
do your mullet. Go for it.
That's never happened. You know, I always wanted that when I was a kid. Maybe I should try it.
You always wanted that haircut.
Just a duck butt, though. No way I'm doing a mullet. I mean, the hair's going to start like here.
Just have the little ducktail back
Yeah.
there.
I have seen old people with them, and they go down to like their butt and they're braided, and they're like that thin.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe not.
Anyways, Matthew's giving us the eggplants. Robbie says, D, the New Day do not rock. The refs are botchy in WWE. Matthew
They're
says, Ayla
botchy everywhere,
kombucha.
guys.
And Alita says, Robbie. And Ayla says, yeah, Matthew. Bart says, do you guys think that The Rock is going to return to face Roman if Roman doesn't lose the title soon?
Possibly. I don't know if it'll be in Dallas, though.
Yeah. Matthew says, thank God. And Walter says, Usos won.
I said
Boo.
that I bet you a tag team starts it out.
Uh-huh. You did.
Because they're not going to go back-to-back to tag teams.
Exactly.
That's pretty funny. I didn't think it'd be the Usos.
Walter says Usos won. Boo! Ayla's like, that's it. It's okay. Definitely not amazing how, but sometimes I'll drink it. Robbie says, so Dr. Travis, what can we eat and drink?
Water, obviously. Filtered water. Or fresh water. Spring water. Waters with minerals in it. Obviously.
Coffee and tea is fine as long as you don't put additives in it.
Yeah, don't put sugar in it. You can put a little bit of cream in there, but not a lot. You can put butter in there. It's called a bullet coffee. I do not drink coffee, so I don't use that. Or I would put butter in it. It's called bullet coffee. A little bit of cream will never hurt you.
Shaquan says no to the Usos winning. Robbie says, Alita, you enjoy the pay-per-view. Alita says, the Migos. Robbie says they were never going to lose the titles. Matthew says, I was thinking about Rocky a mullet. Bring it back.
Anyways, and then with the food, if it runs, swims, or flies, you can eat it. And if you can pick it. Like if you can just go somewhere and just grab it off something and eat it, eat it. If you have to do anything else besides cook the meat from the animals.
Or the vegetables or whatever. Heat them up, whatever you want to call it.
You can obviously warm this stuff up. But if you can get it through a fishing pole, a rifle, a store that did it with a hammer or whatever, however they do it. Or a bird with buckshot or however you kill these animals.
If at some point what you're eating was alive
Yes.
or gave you oxygen.
If it swam.
Then you're fine.
Yeah. If it swam, flew, or ran, you can eat it. And that's it. And don't eat anything that's processed. Don't eat anything that comes out of a box or a bag.
Unless it's, a chicken, because they do have chicken in a bag that you have to cook and it's raw, so
Right.
it's different.
By the way, if you notice, there's
There he
no breads or grains or pastas in there. Stay away from that shit.
That's just because you have to do other stuff to make it what
It's
it
processed, yes.
Rice is kind of a different story. It's a grain,
Yes.
and all you have to do is put it in water and cook it, so it's kind of different.
Yep.
Beans are the same way.
Oh, Big E's in there.
He is. Big
That
E
is-
is talking.
Your
beast.
He's quoting the Statue of Liberty.
He's like, I'm America. Vindicator says it would have been embarrassing if Usos lost on a pay-per-view basically named after them.
I know.
Walter's like, who's next in the match? I don't know who's next.
We don't know, but Big E is talking right now. And he is talking about beasts. He's going to figure out a way. He said, steal! I said steal! I can't sound like Dr. Martin Luther King like he can.
Right? I was like, the Migos mumble rap, or should I say crap? I don't know.
Is that a tattoo on her shoulder?
Yeah, it looks like a little signature or something.
Slut. Just kidding.
You call Toasty Marshmallow a
I would
slut?
never call her a
How
slut.
dare you?
There's the Migos.
There you guys go. The Migos.
If I can get a picture of them.
Migos.
My daughter doesn't believe me. They're not going to be on wrestling.
Well, there's like when I go to WWE, I come home late after the shows. I couldn't imagine. As Alita says, you just don't understand. Bart says, bro, I actually think that Edge versus Miz is going to be good because the Miz can take a lot. Unless Edge hits him with a massive spear, then it's just game over. Ayla says the mullet is back. And Vindicator says they won't have a day one show after next year because it would clash with Raw meat.
It would also be called Day 2.
Robbie says, Alita, do I need subtitles when I listen to their music? Alita's like, no.
You don't.
Well, there's like on Monday, I will be here for Raw. Matthew says, aloe vera drink is super healthy. I just read an article that snake plants are some of the best oxygen producers for indoors. NASA did a study on it.
I actually think I seen that.
Yes.
They were wondering if you could just live with locked doors and closed windows with these a couple of them.
With those snake plants.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it looks like we are going to get the Drew
Woo!
McIntyre versus Madcap Moss match next.
Looks like everything's going to plan.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have clovers on his shirt? What does he have on his shirt?
I don't know. Flowers, maybe? They look like some kind of flower print.
Yeah. Anyways, Happy Corbin.
Yes, the Usos did win and retained their
Madcap.
tag championship
Yes.
titles.
We had the Usos play already, and we also had Ridge Holland get his nose broken by Ricochet.
Yes.
And that's real. He's really hurt.
Walter says on Monday I'll be here for Raw. Matthew says, super healthy. Ravi says, crisps come in a bag. Should I not eat that?
Fact.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat those. They're bad. They're
Too starchy.
processed. Alita says, I can't. Ravi says, I feel I should be having a diet of the rabbit. Ha ha. No, because you can, I mean, vegetables and stuff are good for you, but you have to have fats and stuff for your brain.
Yes.
Film says, I already read that one. Ravi says, I feel that Montez Ford would fit into the Migos group. Maybe.
I don't know about that. I don't know how good of a rapper he is.
Phil says McIntyre for the win in the next match. Alita says yes. And Vindicator says, so Travis, when you popped those fireworks, was it impossible to light up and set off multiple firecrackers at once?
Yeah, it was too windy. And so I couldn't get the lighter to even light, let alone anything special. But that last one, if you guys watched it, it launched and it lit the other one.
Uh-huh.
It was awesome. So just the fire of it coming out of the hole lit the second one, and then it shot. So I kind of wanted to play around with that, so I probably will on the 4th of July. I'll let you guys in on that one, too. We only do it every year.
Bart says, do you guys play any of the WWE 2K games?
I buy them. I still have one up there in plastic from last year or the year before or
I do
this
not
year.
play them.
I would like to. I thought about it. It'd be kind of fun to do for our channel.
Yeah.
Like just gameplay.
Maybe we could, like, one day every couple weeks or something.
All right.
Matthew says Bart did a new one come out. Alita says paid too much for that. Bart says not yet, but a trailer came for 2K22. Robbie says I would fucking lose Bear Terry if lived in Travis's yard.
Yeah.
What? What kind of words are you speaking? Matthew's like, I usually use Morning Glory sparklers when I set off fireworks.
You know, yeah, I should have used something. Everything's in my camper, and then my mom wanted to have a yard sale here, so she brought a bunch of stuff over, so it's in front of my fireworks, so I can't get to anything. I had all sorts of fountains and, like, you know, the ones you put on the ground and they just kind of make fun things.
Yep.
I couldn't get to any of those. I mean, I could have, but I didn't even start looking till like 11 o'clock, and midnight was an hour later, and it was fucking cold outside. It was like 0.
Mm-hmm. It was cold, if you guys didn't notice. If you listen to my wonderful video that I took, it's cold. Alita's like, needed a Bic? Oh, hell no. I don't even think you could have felt the Bic in order to light the Bic.
Right, well, it is a Bic. It's just one of those long,
Inside,
like, barbecue lighter ones.
So what you needed was a Zippo where it never goes out.
Right.
Rosella says there's like a rich guy in WWE. Yeah, it's called Happy Corbin. Old Happy Corbin.
He won it in
won
Vegas.
The lottery or won gambling or something.
Yeah,
and
he
now
just kept winning in
well
Vegas.
off. Alita says I do too. And Matthew says, how much snow have you all got so far?
I would just say like right around where I'm at, probably right around like 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet, like total over the last week.
Yeah, if you don't count the wind blowing it in places, I would say about 1 foot.
Yeah. Well, it snowed quite a bit and it melted all and then came back again.
Right. Robin says with the diet Travis is suggesting, I would lose Bear Terry if I lived at Travis's yard UK slang for house.
Yes, I understood what you meant.
So
Yeah,
you're saying
losing
that
weight.
you're going to lose a whole bunch of weight if you lived here and you ate his diet? Actually, you probably wouldn't lose
You would.
a lot of weight, though.
I lost, what, 80?
Yeah, but you had it to lose. If you don't have it to lose, then it's different.
Right.
Like, if you don't have that much fat on you, you're not going to lose weight from it. In fact, what you should, what you do is you eat that way, but you work out too. So you do stuff. Whether it's running, walking.
All right, we got
going
Drew
to the gym,
McIntyre
whatever.
in there with Madcap, and it has started.
Yes.
These two behemoths.
That match is now a thing.
Madcap is a big dude.
As Alita says, you
And he
remember
looks
the
tiny.
snake? Yes.
The snake.
When I was a child, it was probably one of my more favorite things
What is
because I was allowed to set it off.
Oh,
The snake, the fireworks snake.
they're little.
If you're talking about the
dots.
ones on the ground,
Yeah.
I thought they were great, and they grow. But I was allowed to
All I
actually
got is
light them
snakes and sparklers.
because they didn't set my hair on fire.
Joe Dirt, the Indian that's selling the fireworks.
Right, because that's all he likes.
Snakes and sparklers, or whatever it is. I don't even know if it's sparklers, but
Yeah. Matthew says, "Damn, it was in the low 70s here today." LOL.
yeah.
As Robbie says, Drew for the W.
Yeah, you definitely got us there in temperature.
Yeah, that's kind of what we kind of
we are hoping for 40s next week, but it looks like it's coming with clouds and snow. So
Exactly.
all right, Madcap kicking the shit out of Drew right now. Drew's cornered in the corner, getting hammered lefts and rights. Now he's laughing. He's just laughing at him. You might not want to do that with Drew McIntyre. McIntyre grabbed him by the throat, treating him like he's a hooker.
What?
Isn't that what you do with
Because he
hookers?
grabbed
You
him by
choke-
his throat? Just choke him to
Give
death?
him an old chokey. Oh, shit! Ripped his shirt open and smacked his chest. You can hear that in Carolina. Throwing him into the ropes, into the corner. Comes out with a big clothesline. McIntyre's definitely got the advantage here. He's putting his thumb up in the air, giving everybody at home a thumbs up, which is just weird.
Then he thumbs him.
Wow, picked him up from the ground and suplexed him. He just picked him up from the ground and suplexed him.
Jesus.
Madcap's a big dude, and he picked him up from the ground. I'm going to say it one more time. Big chop!
Vindicator says, how much do fireworks cost in Idaho? It depends on what you get.
About as much as a small house. Like a condo type.
I for 4th of July, because I buy enough that we can use during January for New Year's also. Usually is a couple $100 or more, depending on how crazy I go, which this year I think I spent like close to 3 or 4.
Madcap. Gets thrown. Look at that suplex.
It's something you save your money for and invest in later.
I mean, obviously his suspenders are coming off anytime. I wonder if his pants will stay up on their own.
I'm pretty sure he does have a belt on also, so it's kind of weird that he has 2 things to help keep his pants up.
Oh, Baron Corbin getting a little distraction right there. This is what I was predicting would happen.
But that's weird. What kind of hat is he wearing? It's weird.
Well, he hangs out with the Madcap.
Went into the post.
Yes, right into that ring post. Notice they might not be perfectly round, but they are covered, so they're a little safer. Mm-hmm. Where AEWs are perfectly square.
They are kind of.
They have
pointy.
sharp edges.
Ugh.
We
Yeah.
saw some girls go head first into that, and that was sad. Watching all those women bleeding from their face.
From their face. Rosella says Drew McIntyre is on. Drew McIntyre has got to win.
Yes, Drew McIntyre had the advantage, but it looks like after that distraction from Corbin, Madcap has definitely got the advantage now.
Yeah, he's like gotten a little bit of an upper hand, but I don't think it'll last
He
too
is
long.
having a wardrobe malfunction, though. One of his straps on his suspenders is unhooked from his pants.
Dang it. And his shirt's coming off, which is so
Well, yeah,
gross.
Drew ripped it open and slapped his chest.
Oh,
and
God.
You could hear it in
Drew
Carolina.
ripped his shirt open?
Yes, and he
my
didn't
barf.
get consent.
He didn't get consent. That is terrible.
Basically rape. But
So,
whatever
I mean,
we wanna call
so
it.
now Drew's a rapist of people? Ugh,
Could
so
be
bad.
labeled
So
that.
bad.
I'm not going to go that far because it was kind of a fightish thing that they were into.
But looked like Madcap was saying
Rough
no.
6, make it
So
hurt,
if he's
rip the
saying
pants
no-
and rip the shirt.
So if Madcap's saying no, then
Hey,
that
that's
means
guys
we're-
also. Luda's from Atlanta, I believe.
I don't know. Is he?
I think
I don't
so.
know. Alita, you tell us. Is Ludacris from Atlanta?
It's a
Bart
ludicrous
says
type
Bobby
of match.
versus Seth versus Brock versus Big E and versus KO is going to be such a mess because they all big dudes.
Bunch of big dudes. It's going to be interesting. And not only that, but they had to put it together today.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have like a week or a month to go, okay, and then you'll go outside and you'll come in and we'll do a big pop here. Because Brock's going to come in there and say, nope, nope, no, 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 right? Because they're not going to incorporate him. He's going to incorporate himself. And so at least that's how I see Brock in the back. Like, no, I'm not going to look weak there.
Right?
Nope, that's not happening.
Yeah, nope. You can't make me look like a doofus.
Right?
I can make myself look like a doofus, but I am not playing your game. Of
They
making
could
me look
easily
like
have
one.
the Usos also come down in that main event to go after Roman or something. Or they could still go along with Paul Heyman coming down and turning on him, which is what I thought was going to happen tonight.
Right.
I thought Paul Heyman was going to turn on Brock.
I know. If they were actually going to have the Universal Championship, I was like, that was my question, right? Where will Paul Heyman be? Like, who's cornering? Is he going to come out? And if he'll be
Look at Drew McIntyre working his way back up to his feet. Big clothesline. Another. Good clotheslines for everybody.
Alita's like, yes,
Gross.
it's warm. Robbie says, which other promotions have Madcap wrestled in?
You know, I don't even really know him, so I'm gonna say I have no idea.
Oh my God, his things are completely undone now.
I
That's
just figured
dangerous.
I figured he was a NFL football player that just came over with Corbin at some point
Poke an eye out with
because
those
he's
things.
a big dude. It's not like he's not a big guy.
Robbie says, did you set car alarms off with the fireworks? No, we don't really have car alarms here, Robbie. People don't do that kind of stuff.
Every once in a
Most
while, you'll see somebody with a car alarm, but it's so rare anymore. I remember when I was in high school, there was a bunch of them.
Yeah, they were a
Oh!
thing. Like, they were cool to have
Right?
kind of stuff.
Oh, shit, he almost got him with that pop-up power bomb.
It
But
was
Madcap did
it's-
kick out.
It's like 9 degrees out right now. Up more in the mountains where I live, we have like 2 feet-ish of snow. Yeah, they're on the hill. You got 2 feet.
So,
And it was like, it got down to what, negative? It was like -1 when we went out there to do the fireworks last night, guys. Midnight our time.
it was terrible.
It was, and the wind was blowing, so we had like what you would call a wind chill factor too to play with.
And the funnier part is she was sound asleep 5 minutes before we went outside. I was like, hey, you're like, is it time? I'm like, yeah, you got 5 minutes. She's like, what the fuck? I got
had
shit to
10.
do.
I had to pee and put boots on, and I had to put a coat on.
I had to go outside and shovel the road to have a flat spot.
So funny. Anyways, Robbie says, Ayla, you gonna make a snowman? Ayla's like, I want to unalive myself. That's terrifying.
Oh, God.
Matthew's like, damn, I want some snow. Alita says, Drew has a hairy chest.
Yes, he does. He's a man.
Have hairy chest. He's manly man. Manly man.
Little fall away slam. You know how strong you have to be able to catch the Scottish psychopath, carrying him into the corner, and then throw him. That's what Madcap did.
On his face. Like, the poor dude needs to get his
just get your
wardrobe
suspenders
malfunction off there. Like, tell the ref, take these, please. Can you just take these? Like, at some point, you would be like, I don't want these on
maybe
me
wrap
anymore.
him around his throat and hang him off the ropes. Well, they used to do that in the old days with like chains and shit.
Sure.
Give him an old lynching.
Give him a lynching. For just the atrocity of his shirt.
Well, Madcap Moss is actually doing very well. I didn't think he would do this great.
I wouldn't think he would have lasted this long, personally.
But maybe they're going to make the matches a little bit longer because they just deleted a match.
Yeah.
Are we going to get a Charlotte sighting, though?
Maybe.
Charlotte has to be on the pay-per-view.
Ayla's like, I hate being cold. Robbie says, Ayla, go ahead and do it then. Oh, Robbie, we do not tell people to do stuff to themselves, like unalive themselves.
Gable Steveson or whatever, he is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So
he
has,
there, isn't he?
No. He's from Minnesota. Or
oh, that's right.
Yeah. He's basically Brock Lesnar. He's from the same area, went to the same college.
He just doesn't live in Saskatchewan.
No,
he doesn't hunt
not a Canadian.
in Saskatchewan.
All right, Drew Mac on his feet. Is he doing the thumbs up? Oh, no, 3. I guess that's
countdown.
A Claymore. Here it goes.
The countdown.
2, 1. Got the crowd in it.
Oh,
Madcap got him.
Oh, he's like, I almost got him.
Shit, there it is, though.
There it is.
Over.
Happy Corbin's like, that's it. Poor guy.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, ouch. Bummer. Drew won. No way. Gross. As he gives the grody lip service to Happy Corbin over there. That's disgusting.
All right, what's next?
I don't know, but we're going to find out, I'm sure.
Liv Morgan Becky would be a good one to put now.
Yeah. Matthew says if you poop, you'll feel better. Yes. Ayla's like, I think I will. Robbie Bart says, I think since the New Day lost the match, they are going to have Big E retain or get revenge. Rosella says he did a neck breaker earlier. Robbie says, LOL, Ayla, I wouldn't expect anything less from you. Haha. Ayla's like, kiss. Vindicator says, I can't wait for a pay-per-view in the middle of the year called Day 100.
Yeah, I already said this. I told her that I was going to put for Raw Day 3 and then SmackDown, Day 17.
Alita says, "Oh, that's crazy." Shaquan says, "Which match now?" Matthew says,
"I'm waiting to see. That's the one I'm interested in. Right now would be a good place to put the Liv Becky match, but they might put that a little bit later.
Well, I think you might have asked that before that was over. But anyways, the match that was just on was the Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss, and Drew pinned Madcap. But it was actually a pretty good match.
Madcap did a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, he did. He was a lot better than I expected him to be too. Let's see. Matthew says LMFAO Vin. Robbie says Ayla, you still playing Xbox? Ayla's like, not really. I don't often know that I have kids. I just watch movies and stuff, right? Robbie's like, Vindicator with the jokes Kevin Hart will be jealous of. Rosella says Drew McIntyre wins. Ayla says, a reply to Dalitha, thanks, that's what I'm currently doing. I got some Prismacolor pencils for Christmas. Oh, that's fantastic. Good deal. I'm glad you got some Prismacolor pencils for Christmas.
That's awesome.
About time, because you basically had your other ones, like, not given back after you loaned them to somebody. That sucks. I hate that. You're giving, like, oh, yeah, you can totally use my stuff, you know? Just make sure you give them back to me. Now it's like, no, you can't use my shit. Go get your own. I mean, really? I mean, that's what you say now, right? After, like, no. I've had a bad case of people not giving me my shit back. Especially Prismacolor pencils because they're so fucking expensive. Robbie says, cool, Ayla, what films are you recommending? Will Hunter says we should start getting Travis stars for the matches.
Right.
Robbie says, Ayla, do you have a coloring book? And Ayla says, oh, bud, just watched a funny one on Netflix called Look Up or Don't Look Up. It has Leonardo in it. Leonardo DiCaprio. Was that one good? I saw it in there, but I didn't watch it. Ayla's like, Robbie, I might. You might have a coloring book. Might you? Mightn't you have a coloring book?
Cock. TV. Peacock.
Oh, Kevin Owens is
Kevin
thinking
Owens in the
about
back.
his plight. Robbie's like, yeah, what pictures does it have in it?
Can't I
Can't
sulk in peace?
No. Oh, no. What do you make of
it'd
it?
have been funnier if he'd have been like, what?
Tragedy, travesty.
Whatever it is, it's all the same. That's pretty funny. It was a three-way. Now you just gotta pick the bones.
Right?
I feel like you just stand behind Brock the whole time until he decimates somebody, then just push him out of the ring and pin the guy.
My
soulmate says. Uh-oh. There's the revenge right there.
What? How did
His
he become
soulmate.
soulmates? What's It's because they're both Canadian?
Yes, and they came up together.
Oh, God. I'm going to go talk to Seth.
Because they're best friends.
Because they're besties.
They're not soulmates, but they're best
He
friends.
like stared at her like, I hate your face.
She's like, can't I sulk in peace? Seth freaking Rollins.
I hate your face so much. As Ayla says, yep, I borrowed them to an ex-best friend, over 100 of them at $2.50 to $4 a pencil. It's annoying. I know, right? And I've heard that the new Prismacolor ones, because you probably have the older ones, the new ones, like, are bad. Like, people complain about them that they're broken. Like, the pencil coloring inside is broken, and they're not as good as they used to be, which is kind of sad. It was like, I don't have one, I'm just drawing. And Matthew says, fight, Owens, fight. Bart says, wait, it's a Brock versus Bobby versus KO versus Big E versus Seth Rollins?
Yes.
Yes. It's a five-way.
Five-way.
A fatal five-way now instead of a fatal four. He knew it. He wanted to do it.
It's so funny.
In his front and backyard.
I always thought it was so nerdy. I had friends that did that stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I'm never talking to you again.
And then you're like watching people that did it. And
Well,
they're like on WWE. And they're like,
all of them. You got all sorts of
champions.
people. Like John Cena holding up belts that he made, out of tinfoil and cardboard. Like I said, I made them for my action figures. But I never thought about doing it for myself. Like making one that I would wear.
Damn.
I think I'd have got teased.
Right? Let's see. Ravi says, Ayla, are you good at drawing from memory? Rosella says, is he going to fight Brock Lesnar? They're all going to fight
They're all going to fight Brock Lesnar because it's a fatal five-way.
Alita's like soulmates. Yeah, soulmates. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn soulmates. That's so fucking weird. Ayla's like, Sid, you must know, Ravi. Check Instagram. Bart says yes, and Matthew says that's pretty cool. Bart says, I'm so excited right now. Aren't we all excited that Brock's going to be in it?
All sorts
and we
of
aren't going to see
excitement.
Roman Reigns. Who wouldn't be excited about that shit? Just kidding. Matthew says, I want KO or Big E to win. I'm pretty sure that they'll probably have Big E retain somehow, some way. It'd be weird for one of the others.
It is weird for Brock to win this.
Yeah, I just don't see him win. I mean, if
But
they
he could.
do, I'd be like, well, that's fucking weird. Ayla's like, the new ones are not as good. Yes, I have the old ones. Deb found some at a yard sale.
Nice.
Oh, really? She found some old ones for you at a yard sale? That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, yeah, I've heard that about the new ones, that they aren't made as good. Like, I guess it's because of how they're manufactured now. They're just not manufactured as well, which happens with everything, which is sad. They send it off to countries that don't do a good job. They want quantity over quality, and so that's what happens.
So it looks like Georgia Bulldogs won theirs against Michigan. Said it was a massacre.
Wow.
So Jim Harbaugh must have got smashed. Oh, Street Profit time!
And they're having the next
Bro.
The next tag team championship match is now happening. We had one, then a detour, and now this one.
Woo! I got my cup.
You got your cup, but does it have anything fun in it?
Yeah,
no.
It's got more cups in it.
Rob McLaren's in the chat.
Hey,
Rob. Good
Rob.
to see you, bud. Says, what's up, Wrestling Gap? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. You excited for the Edge fight? We got Edge coming up pretty soon. He's going to be wrestling The Miz.
Yes.
I'll get my words out, right?
That one. Matthew says, Brock and Lashley should just be their own match. Bart says, at Matthew,
right,
same.
but they didn't know that was going to happen. I thought of that too, but they would have had to take Bobby out of the title picture to give it to, and they didn't want to do that.
Yeah, it'd just be weird. I mean, because he had to give up his title basically so he could wrestle what's-his-face?
Goldberg, at the Saudi Arabia show.
Yeah.
And so he's got to get his belt back, but it's a road to get it back.
Yeah. Ayla says, yeah, sad face. And Walter says, who's in the match? This is the Street Profits versus the RK Bro. Who is Riddle and Orton, of course. Let's see. Matthew says, Ayla, someone yoinked over $200 worth of colored pencils from you. Do you sell your art? And Walter's like, RK Bro for the win. And Alita says, I would sit and wait for Brock. Would you? You'd just sit and wait for him.
Wait till he does something great and then go hit him with your move and then pin the guy.
Rosella says, is this a tag team? Yes,
it is. This is the Raw Tag Team Championship on the line. The RK Bro.
It's 4 of those belts right there.
And I did pick the Street Profits in this.
Robbie's like, cool, Ayla, do you mainly draw people?
Somebody else is with them.
The Migos. They got the Migos with them.
What? That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Because Randy got clout.
He's like, hey, guys.
How big Randy is.
Right? Rob McLaren says, yeah, I'm excited about the entire card. Looks like a good night.
Yeah, they switched it up on us, obviously, with Roman getting COVID. They made it a fatal 5-way, but Brock just in the WWE. And it's like, what happened there? Anyways, we got the Migos. Becky and Liv. Who you going with on that one, Rob?
Walter says, okay, after this match, I'm going. Matthew says, I was just saying that Lashley and Brock would be an epic 1-versus-1 match. The match tonight sounds
And legit. I feel like they could do that at WrestleMania if they wanted to without any belts on the line. So they don't have to put a belt on one of those two guys to make that match great.
Right?
It's a main event on its own.
Remy is in the chat again saying, I am dying to see Riot Squad and all Elite Wrestling. Oh, yeah?
The Riot Squad.
Dying,
You want to see Liv get fired, or do you want to see her just quit?
Robbie says, when's the Becky match? Who knows? I'm guessing.
It's either next or second to next. Because there's only 3 matches left that I'm aware of.
Yep. Robbie says, I told you Montez Ford would fit right into the Migos.
He's not part of them. He's out of the ring. He's running scared. I don't know where he's at.
He might have fit right in, but he's not in there with them. We just have Randy giving his snake stuff.
And they're all doing it too. The Migos.
Yeah.
Doing the Randys.
Alita's like, might be fans. Totally fans. Rob says, I like Becky.
I like Becky. And that's a good pick. I was looking at it because how Becky had beat her and told her, you don't have the guts to cheat, that she might cheat to win it tonight. So I'm giving her like a 49% chance in this one. Parent Sexton reaching out, giving him 5. It's funny. Corey Graham's just like,
sparkly.
No.
They even had chairs with Migos on it, so they knew where they were supposed to be seated.
Like Migo 1, Migo 2.
And they also had a red rope where they were like, this is your VIP.
They're probably going to get involved in this somehow. It's hard for the wrestlers not to end up in that corner.
Right.
They always seem to. All right, Angelo Dawkins.
Old Dawkins out there.
And they're with Riddle.
Man.
It's starting
They're
out.
going to start it out.
There it is. Look at that fist bumped each other.
Like,
a couple baby face teams. All right, there's a lockup. Obviously, Dawkins got the advantage here. Oh, I was wrong. Riddle puts him in a side headlock. And now it's a grinding, slow match. All right. Dawkins throws him into the ropes.
Guys, do y'all notice how nice chat is? Know why? Have no idea. Well, just like Travis, I saw the video got fireworks and snow.
We did. We had a bunch of fireworks and a bunch of snow.
Yeah, we did some live Instagramming last night. It was amazing as I was freezing.
I always let my neighbors know that I'm going to do it, and they never come out and watch it.
Jerks.
They probably look out the door. What's all that noise?
That bastard. Oh, you told us about that. Matthew says Riot Squad are over there. That's awesome. AEW is really making some good strides. Matthew, the Riot Squad is nowhere near over there. They have one of the Riot Squad, and that's it, and that's Ruby.
Yeah, they got one. WWE's got one. And
Still
Sarah
has
Logan,
her kid hanging on her teat, so I don't know if she's ever going to be back to wrestling anytime soon.
she's probably going to breastfeed till he's 16.
And
is
Liv
what I'm going with.
is still crying in WWE and trying to think
Liv
that
Morgan
she's
is
a good
trying
wrestler.
to be the next world champion, so she's not going anywhere if she's in a title run. Now, if she loses the title run, she might go. She might pack up her shit and take off, but I doubt it. I think she's going to stay around for the long haul.
Robbie says Becky has already won before the fight's begun, fam.
Oh, look at
Matthew
that.
says,
Dawkins
"Because
over
I'm
the
here
top.
tonight," and Illa's like, well, that too, but no, ha ha ha. Walter's like, RK Bro will retain, and Alita's like, yep. Matthew's like, hello, I was just messing. Why is it peaceful in here? Rosella says, do you think the Migos
Get involved?
I don't think so.
I'm having a feeling they could because they are so close.
I just don't
If anything,
know
I don't think they would
would.
touch them. I think they would just interfere by verbal. But I don't know for who.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris says Shmigo gang. Yeah, the Shmigo gang. Alita says,
Anyway, whoa! We almost had an RKO out of nowhere.
Alita says, I didn't see. Matthew's like, oh.
Look
Sophie,
at Dawkins'
kill your
face.
cat.
He's like, I was almost done. Randy going over to talk to the Migos. They're all jacked up for this.
Behind their
They're like, you know what? I want to go, but I want front row tickets.
Right?
Like, I'd rather watch it than be in the back. Well, get out there. Are they going to do a performance?
I don't think so.
They have to, don't they?
I guess maybe.
I guess they could maybe just be a host, but that's a good idea to have them do a performance
Right?
because they're trying to fill time. Look at
Is he
Ford.
okay?
He's doing fantastic. I don't have any moves
What
like
the fuck
that.
is wrong with him?
He's having a little seizure. It's
Did
fine.
he have a seizure? He's
Randy
having a
Orton's like,
seizure.
what the fuck did I just witness?
He's having a seizure out there. Poor Ford. Randy's like, oh my god, seriously? I gotta take a deep breath. I gotta deal with Riddle and you? Oh, Jesus.
Right? Put Ford and Riddle together. That's your new tag team.
Alita's like, I didn't see. And Matthew says, oh, Sophia's a peculiar cat. I was looking on here.
Look at Ford outpowering Orton, putting him in the corner.
Alita, what were you looking for, babe?
Smack!
Bobby
Woo!
says, Ayla, I thought you were actually friends with Sophia outside of this channel. Alita's like, yes, Matthew. Chris says, my boy, the young.
Oh shit,
young
Randy
rich
just
Titus
poked him.
Migo gang.
He just went, poked him right in the eye.
Poked him in the eye. Dirty
Oh,
pool, man.
he can't
Dirty
fight.
pool.
Randy was letting him do all of his offense, then just reached out and poked him. Boom!
Nice. Alita says, yes, Matthew. Chris says, my boy, the young rich hiatus Migo gang. It was like an annoying cat you throw a boot at night, but it keeps coming back and it pees on your door.
Oh no. That's hilarious.
Robbie's like, Ruby looking trim these days. And Matthew says, oh, LOL, y'all are a trip.
Yeah, Ruby Riott is going to be in that tournament on Wednesday.
Yes, up against who?
Jade Cargill ended up winning that because of Mercedes Martinez.
Martinez. Alita's like one and then some shuffling, dancing. Rosella says, I think Randy or Orange has got to lose. Alita says, the fireworks. I didn't see. I was looking on here. It's under our channel.
It is. It's the last video. It's from last night
Travis
or this morning.
uploaded it today.
Yeah, it's also on Insta.
Yeah. Robbie says, Ayla, you're not friends. I genuinely thought you two were. LOL.
Whoa, Riddle misses with that big
Robbie,
forearm.
Stop checking out your butt. It's not fun.
Dawkins rolls him back over, down.
Literally, stop bending over and
Oh
moving your butt
shit,
cheeks.
that's gonna hurt.
Oh, Riddle doesn't know what happened to him.
Dawkins looked like he might have got hurt a little
He's
bit
like,
in
I
that.
don't know what's happening.
He's like, did I break my jaw? Randy, you gotta have a foot on the ground if you're gonna do a tag. He's all on the bottom rope with both feet.
He's like, let me help you.
Not to mention he's 6'5" or whatever he is.
Right?
Like, dude, you don't need to be 7 feet tall.
Migos are like, what's going on? Oh my God, Riddle, don't lose, man.
They're all pointing like.
We love him. He's got the good stuff, even though the other ones are like, we've got the smoke.
We know Riddle got the smoke. That's why he got kicked out of the UFC. You know what's funny is they allow their fighters to use it now.
That's so weird.
He got booted out of the company.
Right? Ayla says, I can't stand her. Haha, she's almost as bad as Double A. And Alita's like, okay, Yeah, you just have to look for. We did post it on Instagram.
Oh!
That's where I did the live, so it's posted there. And then also, Travis did upload it to YouTube, so you can see it on our YouTube channel.
And a big splash. Ford's so good at that.
In order to see it, you have
Elevation
to go into the
homes.
channel itself and then look at videos on YouTube.
Right, and then click over to videos.
If that's how you, because if you go to the channel and you just let it go, you won't be able to. It probably won't pop up under the list. So you have
just
to
made the list.
You have to actually go to the channel itself, view
Should
channel.
have made it a
then
thumbnail today, huh? When I
videos.
was making thumbnail.
You just made the list.
I should have made one for our fireworks show.
Oh, you still can't you?
Yeah, I can. I can do it anytime.
Oh, fight left in the tank. Dawkins
on top of him, just ground and pound.
just getting all over him, like using his body weight as a
1, 2.
as a thing.
So close.
He's like, let me be on you.
Yeah, it's so
Alita's
far.
like, okay. Yeah, Alita, you better okay it. Rob is like, D, you're so rude,
I want to be on you. I want to be on you.
Did they have that chat in the back? He's like, I want to be on you, okay? And Riddle's like, okay, dude, weird. And he's like, no, I want to be on you. Like, alrighty then. Anyways, Luke is in the chat. Hey,
There's Luke.
Says, hi, what have I missed while feeling like death?
You missed everything.
All of it.
The whole
Forever.
pay-per-view is almost over.
Well, as Luna says, buffering.
Ridge Holland got his nose broken
by Ricochet.
by Ricochet and Cesaro. Cesaro is the one that picked him up to toss him, and he was supposed to do like a 360, but he came down with 1 foot right on Ridge Holland's nose. So Ridge Holland wasn't even in the match. He rolled out, and who knows what happened to him.
There was blood all over the
everywhere.
floor. And I go, who got hurt? And Travis looked at me and he's like, who? What do you mean? And I'm like, there's blood all over the ring. Who's bleeding?
Well, I saw him land on him. I just didn't know it actually had done the damage. But anyways, Ridge Holland and Sheamus won that. Sheamus beat both of those guys by himself because Ridge Holland did not get in the match, besides when he got his nose broke. Then Drew McIntyre, no. We had the SmackDown Championship next, and the Usos won straight up. They hit him with the, what was that called?
The 3D.
The 3D. They hit him with the 3D on Kofi Kingston and pinned him.
Yep.
But anyways, back here we've got Randy Orton cleaning house on 4. The Migos are going nuts.
Yeah, it's
Woo!
RK Bro
Look at 'em.
versus
They're
the
all
Street
standing up.
Profits.
Randy Orton throwing him out to that side. Here it comes. His patented DDT. Double DDT!
Uh-oh. Oh, no. What's going to happen?
Randy's patented DDT is turning
Is it
into
gonna
a
happen?
double.
He's like, oh, yeah? Should I?
He's
All
like, make
right.
that a double. Look at the Migos. They're on their feet. They're like, oh, hell no. You know they're watching wrestling because they talk about the Ric Flair drip.
Right?
There it is! Double!
DDT.
DDT!
From a Randy to the Street Profits.
Riddle's like on the ground, but he's like trying to get the crowd
you're so
involved.
amazing, Randy! I love you, Randy!
A double RKO out of nowhere? Nah, it looks like it's just headed for Ford.
The second match of the night was Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. It actually turned out a lot better than I expected,
Here
but
it
Drew
comes.
did win. But Madcap did actually give it all he
RKO! No,
got.
Ford rolls him up! 1,
Luke, roll
2.
up again? Ugh. And then 3 is, of
Ford.
course, right now, the Raw Tag Team Championship. RK Bro Champions versus the Street Profits.
And obviously, you've heard that Roman Reigns caught the sprinkles.
He got
and
the unicorn sprinkles, and
He's
he is
out.
out.
And so they put Brock into the Fatal 4-Way match
For the WWE
Championship. So, yeah.
So now it's a Fatal 5-Way. So
Which
there you go.
just doesn't happen very often.
Matthew second, it is 2022. Anything is possible. Luna's like buffering. Ayla says hi, Luke. Rosella says he was doing a lot of stump. Matthew says hey there, Luke. Walter says hey, Luke. Alita says hi, Luke. And Luke says hi, all. Gothlesia Bates says double DDT. Walter says if the pay-per-view buffering is windy outside. It's windy outside.
Mine isn't.
Nope.
Ford over the corner.
Ooh,
Like
taking out
Ricochet.
both RK Bros. Ouch. Robin says, Ayla, you might be in luck. Your gal, Sophie, might have left the chat for good as she found a new channel. Oh, it looks like so. I hear Roman is positive, so they added Brock to Raw title match. Yep.
That's a fact.
That, so, yeah, you're right. It was like good. She was mad at Dalitha earlier. Was she? She really wasn't because she said at whatever it was.
8, yeah.
It was 15 minutes to 8. She was going over to the other channel anyways.
Right.
So. And I don't know if they do anything but pay-per-views on that channel.
I've never heard of it. Not.
I haven't either, but they had like a whole bunch of people in their chat, so they must be pretty exciting because they're just a dude and a girl, and they're just sitting there like we are, just talking.
Are they the ones that smoke weed? Are they the ones from Canada?
Probably. So they probably do smoke
Whoa!
weed.
That's it! It's over!
That RKO happened!
That's it, guys. 1, 2, and 3.
And
RKO loses, or wins. They beat the Street Profits. I was wrong. I got that one wrong.
So, nobody is changing titles yet tonight. So, RK Bro won that. They're the winners of that. They retained their championship. The Street Profits did lose. Randy Orton gave the RKO out of nowhere to poor Ford, who, of course, got pinned.
All right, Migos are getting into the ring. You'd be like, hey, RKO me.
RKO me. RKO me.
I want to be RKO'd on TV. I can barely see all the monitors, all the bling by my side.
Right? Oh, let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Alita's like, why? Robbie's like, who's Big Swole?
Big Swole is a wrestler.
She's a woman wrestler on
a former AEW wrestler. She is the first disgruntled employee.
She left because of her own personal medical issues that she has. She has like some kind of gut health issues.
What, Crohn's?
Crohn's disease or something like that. So she was having huge, horrible flare-ups, and they could be really detrimental to your health. And so she quit, basically, and stopped wrestling. But now she's all disgruntled about life. Matthew says, who's better, rated RKO or RK Bro?
The Street Profits are in there now, too.
Well, they gotta be nice to each other, right? Like, come on. Oh, how sweet. I'm gonna throw
Everybody
up.
Giving everybody
I'm going to
jobs.
throw up. So gross right now. Ew, the respect is making me want to throw up. They're like, well, we have to be nice because the Migos are in there. The Migos are like, you guys were amazing. Thank you so much.
Wow, looks like we're right around halfway. And they're saying we're just getting warmed up, so. Everybody's in there. They got 7 men in that ring. Like, Ford's nowhere near them. Like, it's funny. Like, Randy and Riddle are all in there and give him props and stuff. Ford hasn't went over to him once.
He talked to him when they came to him. Mm-hmm. When they were talking over there before Randy and them.
But see, they're like,
handshakes and stuff.
They want Randy. Look at him. They're following him around like a lost kid.
They're like, we love you, Randy.
They're probably just big wrestling fans. I love it.
We love you, Randy.
Well, I mean, come on, Ric Flair drip. You don't write that song without being a wrestling fan.
He's just on the ground and they're like, oh my god. He's like, I just want to die. He's trying to crawl out of the ring. It's pretty funny. Matthew's like, what's better, rated RKO or RK Bro? Well, RK Bro's funny.
I like RK Bro.
Walter's like, good live with Wrestling Gab. Thanks, Walter.
But obviously, the rated RK Bro is a way better team. Like, if they were to wrestle each other, obviously. Randy offset, so then it's who's better, Edge or Riddle.
Yes.
And that's Edge.
Rob McLaren says, sweet finish.
It was. Cool. I loved it. Oh, shit. There it is.
Oh,
I thought that was going to happen actually during the match.
They're attacking him afterwards, which is good, right?
It obviously setting up the Corbin versus McIntyre stuff. But see, McIntyre was going to get a huge push against Roman, I think, before Roman got sick. So now they're going to push this. So that's fine. I'm okay with this.
Luke, I just gave it to you in the chat, so you have the name of that channel. Rosella says he won. Walter says, okay, RK Bro won. Good match. Matthew says Big Swole is a crappy female wrestler complaining not lack of diversity in AEW. Seriously. Ravi says Wrestling Days from the UK is a good wrestling channel. He has jokes too on his watch-alongs.
Yeah, it's tough to get any words written. What am I trying to say? Read on there though, because there's like a lot of people in there. Sometimes there's like 2,000, 3,000 people in there, so it's really hard to get your comments read.
Oh, Lita says 1-0. Walter says, okay, bye guys, enjoy the pay-per-view. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Walter. We will see you on Monday.
What was that called?
A space and space B wrestling. Riley says that. Walter said that. Chris says RKO the Migos. No, you don't RKO people like that.
No.
Unless they're like, what's his face, and then he's part of it or whatever. Matthew says AEW has another Rose, sorry, Sunny Kiss and Jelly Nutella. Lack of diversity, my ass. Like, right? And they're saying it's just, and what Big Swole was saying, lack of diversity on TV, which is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Like, you see those stupid little motherfuckers on there all the time. Robbie says, why did Conte get called of being being racist? I don't know.
Sophie, as I turn on there, Sophie's donating money. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but when we were monetized, she didn't do it for our channel, not once. Alita says Migos raised the factor of importance now. Chris says awesome attack on Drew. Angry Rainbow Dash.
Hey, Angry Rainbow.
Dash. Nice to see you in the chat. Says, so that's just the ring ropes and no actual ring. I've been fooled all along.
No, right in the back. No, they just got that corner for us.
Yeah, it's not an actual ring. It's just kind of like a corner of it. Luke says, oh, I know that channel. They're okay, but sometimes they're so stoned they make no sense. They only go live for pay-per-views, but do reviews and reactions to wrestling clips. Huh.
Why are they showing Bianca? Is there a match is she in a match? I don't
know. No, they're probably just doing filler crap so they can get the ring ready for something. Rosella says, when are you going to do another live video? Monday?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we're going to be alive again on Monday.
Unless you're talking about Instagram live stuff.
Like backstage, back home stuff, yeah.
I'm not sure when we'll do that. Now that I know it's pretty easy, I could probably do more of them from Instagram, but I don't know. I'm not logged into the YouTube stuff for Wrestling Gab on my phone, so I wasn't able to do it from there. Ayla says, this is the last live. Rob is like, I just wondered why Conte was being racist. She's not. Ravi, that's the problem, right? He's saying, why did Conte get called out for being racist?
I thought it was just stealing somebody's man.
Yeah.
I don't know how she could be racist.
Yeah, how can she be racist? She may look like she has light skin, but she's from Brazil.
Right? I mean, she's
I mean, I don't
from Brazil. I guess it just means you don't like races, but what race does she not like? I didn't read anything about her being racist. I just knew that she split up a happy home.
Yeah, I don't.
Homewrecker!
Homewrecker!
By the way, I'm all for it. You know, wrestling is a different monster out there. When you're touring with the opposite sex constantly, you're always together.
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara's handsome. She's handsome. Why not?
The thing of it was when Travis and I watched the whole thing with him winning and then
and then proposing.
And then proposing, we were like, that's who he's with.
It's Brock.
It's a Brock sighting. It's Brock Lesnar.
If it changes anything.
Alita's like, block her. Rosella's like, I have to go to watching Cobra Kai. Nice. Yay!
What's to do? From Saskatchewan.
Because I'm a free agent.
My advocate, Paul Heyman.
Woo! Are you?
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
That's a spoiler.
He's getting better on the mic. It's kind of crazy. He was so bad for years. I think he finally just said, screw it. I don't even care.
You're going to work at it?
I don't know if he worked. I think he just gave up on not working. I'm just going to do it.
If I mess up and just go with it. Let's see. As Matthew says, anyone can be a racist. Sure. Yeah. Grant Tillman is in the chat and says, hey Wrestling Gab. Hey, Grant, nice to see you.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Robbie says, that's why I was asking, D. And Chris says, LOL, take Conte, controversy, anyone. And Easy says, it's Cock Lesnar. And Luke says, Ty has not made any racist comments, so you need to research your rumors before sharing them. The only drama about her is she apparently single-handedly ruin a relationship, which is BS. Exactly, because how can you single-handedly ruin something when there's another person involved in ruining his relationship with his fiance?
Right, that'd be him.
I would look at it as he's the asshole. Like, she's not the asshole. He's the asshole.
Men are always the predator. It's fine.
He's the asshole. Because I'm pretty sure she wasn't all, hey, you should totally be with me. Why are you with her? And I'm pretty sure we don't know the whole story, right, of what's happening at home with him and his fiance or ex-fiance. What was happening there. For all we know, it was a big show of nothing.
She could have been sucking dick for bus fare and walking.
True that.
We don't know what she was doing.
We don't know. And the fact of it is was it even real or was it just a gimmick? We don't know that. You know, I mean, it's just, who knows? Like, I don't know. I don't call them at home. I don't follow them around, stalking them and shit. I don't have time for that crap. I mean, you guys might, but I do not.
Maybe that's what you should be doing.
Should I? Would I get paid for it, though? No,
yes.
I would not.
If you get enough information, you do.
Film says, I have to get going. Bye. Love y'all. Bye, Film. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you on Monday. Robbie says, smash the likes. Like Liv will get smashed up tonight. And subscribe. It's free, man. Like Morgan. And Luke says the relationship already had issues if they split. Right? I mean, that's a positive. Who knows what's happening in the background?
It does look like Edge and Miz are next.
Well,
so they're going to save the women for second to last.
Yes, because the other one's going to be...
So the question is that match going to be fantastic? Because Becky does how to pull off a good match, right?
She does. Mm-hmm.
So is that match going to be fantastic, or is it going to be the bathroom break?
Oh, that's mean. Maybe.
It can happen. I've seen it before. They'll put that lull match right before the main event.
Mm-hmm. Alita says, I never seen a line up at the lips before. Me neither.
I do that too sometimes, but not like he does. It's so weird because he does it every time. Like he trims it, but it's like perfectly round.
Right? Maybe he likes it. Maybe he doesn't like looking like he has manly beard face. Like
right? Like
Edge and his geriatricness. Chris says, my thing is what does Ty see in Sammy? Who knows? That's my biggest
Well, that was the thing. Like, men usually date up, right? And then women date down. That's how I always look at it. It's very rarely do you see a woman date up.
Right.
But it does happen. And usually women date down for several different reasons. But one is that it's easier to keep a man that's below you than it is to keep a man that's above you. Because men trying to stick in anything.
Robbie's like, I saw a headline on a video, but I never actually watched the video. I was only asking if someone knew what was going on.
I mean, you got to think like
those videos are ridiculous.
Back it up a few thousand years, and dudes were fucking Neanderthals, right? Like, I'm just saying, like, people were on boats. This is a true story. People were on boats. And they saw these things in the water, and there were these beautiful mermaids. They were fucking manatees. I don't know if you've seen the sea cow. That's a man, right? They're trying to stick it in anything.
Right. Luke says, I will say, if they are just trolling, then they are top tier trolls. They posted New Year's pics with them kissing.
I seen it. I
don't think that Sammy and Ty are trolling.
No.
I think what's happening there is real. I'm talking about the trolling of Sammy and his supposed fiance that he proposed to when he won the TNT championship. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that was just a big thing, like, to get, suckered into whatever we thought was, he's a good guy or whatever. Rosella says, gotta watch Cobra Kai. Bye. Bye, Rosella. Good luck watching
have
Cobra
fun
Kai.
with the Cobra Kai.
Ramit says, last night, Bunny was awesome in AEW Rampage without her sister, Rosemary.
Did you see that? She had about 500 thumbtacks in her butt cheeks.
Plus, her face was bloody as fuck.
Yeah, not to mention her face.
Like, her face just had blood just, like, all over it. Like, she posted a picture of herself on her Instagram page. She probably posted it on Twitter too, but on her Instagram page. And it was kind of like she said on her thing, the thing of nightmares. It was kind of almost like that. It was kind of crazy.
Maurice and The Miz. Maurice looking like she's set to wrestle. Looks like some wrestling gear.
I date up now, right?
Uh-huh.
Matthew says chat just got weird. LOL. Rob is like, D, I know them video chats ish. That's why I never watched it. I was just scrolling through YouTube looking for footy news when I saw it. So that's the thing, right? They do that in their thumbnails so that you'll watch it. It's like this weird little hook, line, sinker thing, right? It's bait.
Footies?
Like, come watch this, right?
Footies?
Football stuff.
Oh.
Anyways, but you know, they like sing that out there for bait for you to watch it. And then you see it and then you're questioning, well, what's really happening, you know, because you know, you've seen stuff happening, but you don't know what's really happening. And they're like, this is what's really happening. She's a racist. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, that kind of crap bothers me because people believe it. Like, you just almost bought it, even though you never watched anything about it. You just saw it, and all of a sudden you're asking questions about it. That's
right.
That's fucked up.
Who is she racist against? Like,
well,
what?
That's the thing. You didn't go into it, so you wouldn't know what it was really about if you don't watch it. Yeah, clickbait, Ravi. Exactly. It's just clickbait. Which that's what we want our channel to be. But just kidding. Anyways, Luke says that match was phenomenal. They went way above and beyond.
Did you want to wear this outfit next Monday?
No.
What Maurice has on?
No.
Do you want to act like Ms. and Maurice? No.
No.
He's kissing a Canadian.
It's kind of gross, actually.
That she's Canadian. Her floppy head.
No. Yeah, her beady eyes and her floppy head and her weird
kidding.
French accent that she has out there.
She's fantastic. I never much cared for her in her wrestling day, but as a mom and as Ms. TV stuff, it's fantastic.
I guess she's pretty funny, actually. Like when she was yelling at him with her boob out after she fell in the kiddie pool. She's just out there yelling, man, her boob's just hanging out there, and he's just like...
His dad's sitting there like, you did good. You did good on this one.
All right. That one was pretty funny.
Here comes the Brood Edge.
Ayla's like, oh, I miss the weird chat. I don't know what you would call weird.
Well, that just got way weird. We went to the dark side of men wanting to fuck anything. That was all me.
But I was like, I didn't buy into it. Yeah, as you shouldn't, right? But you asked a question, so it made you think. And that's what it's about, is that.
Oh, you could do way better than him. Seinfeld.
Right?
We're breaking up.
Right. Matthew says, speaking of trolling, Brandon Brown, the NASCAR left turds ho Brandon guy, had a new car as he just got sponsored by LGB Coin. Let's go, Brandon driving the track. Oh, jeez.
LB what?
LGB Coin.
Huh, never heard of that one.
Yeah, isn't he the guy that
Let's go,
cried?
Brandon.
Brandon Brown,
I'm pretty sure that's the guy that well, he didn't start it, but that's who the news reporter was trying to say "Let's go, Brandon" was about, and the poor kid was like,
because
it had nothing to do with it.
He's like, what?
But
so he's not the guy that did the whole like the guy that was blackballed, that one black guy who paid black guys to beat him up and they said it was a hate crime.
Right.
So there was a black guy in NASCAR that said almost the same thing, that there was a noose hanging in the NASCAR garage and they were trying to be all racist against him because of it. And they're like, that's not a noose. Those ropes have been there for fucking 30 fucking years or more, you dumb shit. Like, are you really that fucking stupid?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I follow NASCAR.
That was a huge thing in NASCAR. It was fucking just dumb as fuck. Anyways, Robbie says, D, the biggest clickbaiter ever. LOL. Ayla, I thought you fell asleep. Chris says, okay, Miz have a live sex celebration like Edge did.
Right. Well, it's funny because Edge was dogging on their wedding.
Right.
Like it was just a weird thing to do. And I'm like, dude, you had sex in the ring.
Right? Like, why would you?
And Lita was naked because she had a nip slip. It's on the internet. Look it up.
Rob McLaren says, the Miz makes a perfect heel. He's just so unlikable.
Yes.
That's why I like him, because everybody.
Because he's awesome. Look at him locked up in the middle of the ring. They got the worst referee in all of the sport.
Why is he patting his own ass?
Because I think he wants her to go to the backside so he can cheat, maybe.
Ayla says, no, I stepped away. And Matthew says, oh, sorry, the typos.
Miz, over the top.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Little arm drag.
What you're talking about, I
Look
guess.
at him hold up right there. He's like, rah.
He's like,
showing the guns. Ed's just like, why are you celebrating?
He's like, look at me, I'm amazing.
And Maurice is doing it with him.
Chris says, I ain't gonna lie, though. I like Edge with the sunglasses on like back then.
Yeah, the Brood.
Ravi says, Edge to win, question mark?
I picked Miz to win this one with the help from Maurice. But if Beth comes down before the end of this match, then I have Edge will win. Oh, shit. Got it.
That box needs to go somewhere else. Matthew says Bubba Walters or something. Yeah, that guy. I think he's still in it, but I hope he never wins anything. He's just garbage. Ravi's like, Brood Edge was the better Edge back in the day. But was he?
Whoa. Picks him up. Arm drag. Edge can do it too. I guess it's a hip toss, not an arm drag, but same thing.
Hip your toss. Toss your hippers. And then pat
Edge. Gonna get him in a crossface.
No. He said no.
Why are our dogs all excited?
I don't know what's going on.
All right, Miz want to do a test of strength? We don't see these very much anymore.
He's like, come near me. I'll kick you in the nuts.
Miz backs him up into the corner. Or Edge backs Miz up into the corner.
Robbie
then he comes out kicking.
LOLD, don't roll your head at me. LOL, I only asked. Roll my eyes.
Big stomp to the chesticles.
It's like ESD, he was back in the day. Now he just sucks.
Oh, we talking about Edge? He's just a little older. I think he's
about?
talking about Edge being good and
I have no idea.
Maybe, because that's the only person.
Oh, Brood Edge was the better Edge back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh. He's a geriatric and he needs to ride his rascal down to the fucking ring every day.
He's holding his own. He's doing really good as a 50-year-old or however old he is.
They CGI it out all the time, but he literally rides a rascal down to the ring.
Yeah. They use the old footage from his
fucking rumor.
They paste his face on somebody else. It's like old South Park episodes. It's Saddam Hussein. Where it's, hey, guy.
Chris says, Miz, you should hide your wife. This Edge we are talking about. Well, now he's a geriatric. Robbie's like, yeah, I'm talking about Edge.
There's nothing wrong with Edge. He's out getting paychecks. While we're sitting watching wrestling. Oh, throws him into the ring. Miz following him up. Going up the stairs. 1, 2, and up top. Miz going all the way up top. Not really known as a high flyer. Double axe handle. You don't see those too often. I remember when Sid Vicious did that and he busted his leg.
Ew, don't do that.
Oh, it was gross. Oh, look at that. Stomping on his face. We already saw a broken nose from a boot earlier tonight.
Chris says
Ridge Holland.
They do a deep fake on Edge's entrance.
Deep fake. Hey, guy. Edge's face. Hey, guy. He's from Canada.
This flappy little head, this beady ass.
2.
They have to, like, make sure nobody in the audience takes pictures. So they're like, all right, all your cameras, get me up. So that nobody really knows that he comes down in a rascal.
I love that they just keep showing Maurice.
Like, look at Maurice.
We can't help but look at her. They keep showing her. They're like, hey, people might be getting bored. Show those.
Maurice like, look at Maurice. Isn't she beautiful with her boobies all hanging out?
She got everything hanging out. Her ass is hanging out,
too. She's just walking over there. She's just like pacing back and forth like
looking
a caged animal.
Like a lioness in a cage.
Black Panther. Matthew's like, LOL. Robbie says Edge is doing better than most of these new kids are wrestling at his age.
He does better because he has the experience. Like, he gets the crowd involved. The crowd loves him because he actually works the crowd. He does a really good job. But the in-ring work is a little bit slower than it was. But, I mean, he's 50.
Exactly. Robbie says LD with her South Park voices. Okay, that was not me. That was Travis talking.
Hey, guy.
Not me, unless I'm a ventriloquist.
Whoa!
Let me stick my hand up Travis's butt and use my hand in his face like a puppet.
All right, Sam Jackson.
And then,
if I want to hear you talk, I'll stick my hand up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet.
Exactly. What happens?
He's got long forearms. Throws him into the ropes. Misses. Edge. Bam. Brings him down.
He's like, let me
1,
jump for you. He's
2,
like, thank
and...
you so much helping me do this.
Miz is hurting himself over here. His left leg looked like it's in a little bit of trouble. And I think the Miz can actually do a figure 4.
Robbie's like, oh, gee, that was you as well, lol. Chris says that Maurice looking like a Rikishi outfit. But
with all that butt
isn't as big, though.
Not as Rikishi's. Nobody's is. Maybe Yokozuna. That's it. 1, 2, and... No, Edge kicks out. You're not going to beat Edge with a DDT?
No Edge with DDTs.
Look at Miz. Ref!
How dare you?
Look, he's arguing with the ref.
He's like, what the hell, you jerk face?
He's like, you dumb broad. Don't worry, she'll be out of position when you get a pin.
That's how it works.
She's always... That's her patent. She's always out of the way.
Oh, yeah, it's that ref. God, she's terrible.
She tries.
Rob McLaren. Puppies.
Puppies, yep.
Yeah, can you hear them? Oh, yeah, puppies. Those like, and there's dogs out there making whiny noises.
Yeah, he's talking about
But he's talking
boobies.
about the boobies.
Yeah, that's the...
As they were called back in the old days, puppies.
Yeah.
And nobody of ladies even cared about it. Alita says, I remember seeing Sid came into CVS for pain pills.
Oh, yeah? I forget most of that stuff was in Atlanta area back in those days.
At midnight. That's not sketchy.
Was it called the Opry? The Opry in Atlanta? There was something in Atlanta that was really popular.
Chris says, so Miz is a cuckold?
Yes.
Sure.
That's what we're going to go with. He likes to watch his wife.
Rikishi with his stink face move. I'm pretty sure a lot of people wouldn't mind Maurice's butt in their face. Ramit says, I think Beth Phoenix cheers Edge today. Yeah? You think she's going to come out and cheer him?
Yeah, I have a feeling she's going to show up. But that only is if Maurice gets involved. I don't think she just shows up just for the, to be on camera.
Chris says, we want Shotzi puppies. Yeah,
she's got some puppies. Sticking out the top of her turtleneck. Boom!
He's like, I don't know if I can do another move like that. My leg might not hold up.
All right, Miz getting manhandled at this point. Edge throwing the Miz into the ring.
He's like, oh my God, why are you so heavy?
Rolling him up. 1, 2. Referee brings her whole body up in the air, but not her arm down.
Does he have a big old scratch on his back?
He could. We talking about Edge?
The Miz.
Oh, the Miz.
Yeah. I think there's a big black line on his back.
Maybe it's Brood. Let's show it here better. Oh, no.
See? Yeah, it is kind of a scratch.
Throws him into the ropes. Edge follows him in. Flies over the top. Oh, his knee. His knee went down on him.
Oh, no. Oh.
And then his face went right into the mat.
It did. It went to the ring apron there. Ramit says last night's AEW Rampage match was great. Bunny proved to everyone she's very well wrestler without her sister Rosemary.
Yeah, I would like to see them push her a little harder. Penelope Ford did great, and Anna Jay did really good. So yeah, that was a great match. The only one that wasn't really involved in that was Tay Conte.
Yeah, and we don't know if it's because the botched move from Penelope Ford on the table earlier. Because she was in it, and then that happened, and then we didn't see her as much after that. So yeah, I don't know if something happened, and she wasn't, all there and stuff like that. But who knows? Matthew says, I don't want Edge to win, but I want Miz to lose.
That's a tough one.
This is must-see shit right here. Oh, no.
There it is.
Right, Corey,
Skull-crushing finale. No. Edge turns it around.
No.
Oh, shit.
Bummer.
Table didn't even break.
Chris says, I remember back in the day when Edge brought out Lita, the crowd would cheer. I'd F to Lita chance. A little good times.
Yeah, different era, huh? Back before people were sensitive. Actually, there were probably people sensitive, but people didn't care. Yeah. Nowadays, everybody cares because everybody has a voice nowadays. You didn't have a voice in those days. If you wanted to complain, you just did it to a friend. Nowadays, everybody has a platform So you can just post it on the Twitter sphere, and now anybody that complains can change things.
Which is kind of stupid
to me
because not everything should be listened to.
2, 3, no!
He couldn't have gotten a pin on that anyways. His arm was under his other shoulder. His shoulder wasn't even down. She shouldn't have been counting.
Marie's so sad. Nobody wants to see her sad.
Nobody says that. Nobody. Robbie's like, does Bobby Roode work the crowd? I don't think so.
Not really. I mean, he does when he first comes out, but Edge keeps getting out of that. I think we might actually see that skull-crushing finale.
Alita says Ted owned the NCW. Matthew says some of the old school chants were epic.
Uh-huh. Yeah, especially in other countries. I love when they go to Canada. Because they do so well. The Canadian fans are so funny.
Because they do all kinds of weird chants.
Yes, and they chant the whole time. Like right now, they would just be chanting Michael Cole. Or, well, he's not there, but like Corey Graves. Corey Graves.
He got him in the figure 4 with that.
He's got it locked in. And Edge is a long ways away from any rope.
Robbie's like, DU should be a ref. No. No thanks. I just think that they should fire this girl because she's bad at her job.
Yeah, there's plenty, and it has nothing to do with their sex, by the way. There's plenty of good female referees.
Yeah, like the lady they brought over from NXT, the other girl.
Yeah, the one that was involved in the Sonya Deville storyline with Naomi.
Great.
She's great.
And then
obviously Aubrey.
And then Ref Aubrey over in AEW is great. He's like, smack you. Ooh,
oh,
I'm
shit.
up with all these smacks.
It's just hulking up.
He's like, I love it when I get smacked. That's what Beth does to me. Chris says, at this point, Maurice need to do some old school distraction to Edge. I don't think it would work.
Old show her titties.
Show her puppies.
Woo!
I'm not sure that would work. He does have Beth. But, you know.
Wouldn't that be a funny
Maurice
storyline?
is a little bit younger looking, so maybe it would work. I have no idea.
I don't know. Beth is pretty young. I think Beth might be younger.
Alita says, I have nothing to complain about. And no, she's not. There's no way that she's younger.
I don't know. Oh, Miz is going to tap. Shit, that's it. Great match coming to it. No! Miz unblocking it.
Oh,
how on earth that move would hurt, I have no idea. But
weird as fuck.
It's like wrinkling somebody's hair or something. It's like, oh,
oh
it's got a minute. It's the hair lock.
Ah, not the hair lock of doom.
Miz rolls through. Big right hands. Flips him up right into the corner. 1, 2, and Miz trying to cheat to win. He's like a player hater.
Yeah, she was totally paying attention for that.
Maurice's like, come on, referee. Do your job. Your job is to count, not watch their feet.
So Beth is 41 and Maurice is 38.
Oh, okay.
You can't do that.
One's a sophomore, one's a senior.
You can't do that.
That's what they are chanting.
Chris says, we want Alexa puppies.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with those.
Robbie says, in football in the UK, fans are always singing songs and chanting and bantering the
opponent?
Opposition fans, Liverpool.
Oh, shit, crossface! Miz is going to tap. Was that a tap?
No, he just put his hand down. It's not a tap.
It's not really locked in. I mean, Miz obviously has to be down on the ground for it to be
it's not really locked in.
There it goes.
Is he fading?
He's still on his feet.
Roll backwards.
He's going to.
And there you go.
Rolls him up.
Oh, no! Then he got put in it completely.
Maurice.
Is she going to pull his
She's going to get that foot.
His leg?
There it is. See, that's the interference stuff. Now, are we going to see Beth? If we don't see Beth, look, her boobies are all out.
She's like, what? I never did anything.
Let me tuck my nipples back in.
Completely innocent. That guy's, look on that TV! Oh, Matthew says, I'm just glad wrestling is still around. Like I said earlier, I'm ready for WrestleMania, brother. Woo!
91 days, 3 months.
Ramit says, Tessa Blanchard's signings, WoW, CBS Network. Oh, yeah?
So she was on WoW before anyway, so that's not a huge surprise.
Nadula's in the chat. Hey, Nadula, nice to see us. So Wrestling Gab, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your 11-time champs and your new WWE champion. It is Nadula. Yes, it is.
It is.
Yay!
I'll clap for you. Nobody else.
Robbie
1,
says the
2.
Yellow Brick Road to Wrestle Failure. Ha ha. Matthew says, wow.
Oh,
as
shit,
in
they
Women of
kicked each
Wrestling?
other in the face.
That's where I first saw her.
A double boot. The
Oh my
referee
God,
should
now
be
what is it gonna do?
counting, and then if she gets to 10, it's a draw. But she's not. Do your job, lady.
Well, I guess Miz is still doing stuff, so
Yeah,
she's
but you have to
touching
get
them,
up. Yeah.
right? Who can dig the deepest into their souls? Their geriatric soul or their slightly younger version? Who's going
All
to
right,
show
both
the
men
resolve to win?
climbing up to their feet. The referee did not count at all.
She didn't do shit. She's like, touchy, touchy, touch, touch. I touched you. Do you like
Big
that?
right hands by both men.
Maurice, she's like, I'm acting over here. It's fantastic.
Miz kicking his way out of it. Kick him in
As
the
Rob
knee.
McLaren says, double boot.
A big double boot.
Double boot. They're both were down. Now they're up.
Miz doing the it kicks.
Miz is kicking him in the corner.
There he goes. Big clothesline. Into the corner.
Get him.
Miz, get on the mat. What are you doing? No
Don't-
showboating.
Don't bulk up. Just go get him. Chris says the geriatric versus the cuckold. The cuckold.
Right?
Yes, that guy.
Shakespeare. That's where that word comes from.
Cuckold?
I can't remember which play, but it is definitely Shakespearean. It means a man that likes to watch his wife have sex with other men.
A cuckold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because there's another word that sounds like that. That doesn't mean anything like that.
Cuckold?
Cuckold, yes.
Right, that's the word.
Cuckold is not actually that. Cuckold just means that basically you were cheated on. Robbie's like, Travis, did you ever like Brian Pillman and DDP?
DDP, yes. I absolutely love DDP. Brian Pillman was kind of like a mid-card guy when I was watching in the 90s in WCW. Kind of like Stone Cold Steve Austin, right?
Oh no! Here,
Oh, there it was.
she slapped
Skull
that.
crushing finale. It's over.
Is he gonna get it?
1, 2. No!
Oh, Edge kicked out. Of course he did.
I thought it was over right there. We're going to see Beth tonight then, I think. See how she's got her back towards to the ramp?
Maurice is like, how dare you? How dare you?
All right, everybody, pay
Look at my
attention.
face.
Pay attention.
What's happening? What's happening to the left of her? We're not seeing who's coming down the ring.
They're showing. There she is.
Oh, really?
Straight out of NXT.
She's like, look at me.
She's looking like a Thundercat or something. They play her music now. The Glamazon.
Does she literally? Oh, does it say Bethy
Maybe.
on her jacket or Betty?
It's probably Bethy. Well, it could be Beth because her name's Beth.
I know her name is Beth, but it doesn't look like a TTY. It looks like a something else. You better turn around, Miz.
Miz,
Pretty sure you're not gonna
behind
win.
you. I got this match wrong.
Well, of course. We knew that they wouldn't have Miz win. Why would they? Edge is so much better than anybody else.
And that's it. A spear. 1, 2, 3, and Edge pulls it out.
Ugh.
Made for longer matches tonight, having all those that cancellation though. I think.
Yeah. Matthew says that XFL is rumored to start in 2023. If that is true, then I think Vince will sell WWE this year.
He sold it to The Rock, didn't he? I thought The Rock bought the XFL.
Yeah, Vince has nothing to do with the XFL anymore. Will says, don't think any of these matches were great, but they are for sure in the top 10 of the year so far.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they? Because they're the first ones of the year.
Yeah, they're easily the top 6 matches so far this year.
Robbie says, Beth all fired up. Lita says, he was starting when I met him. And Robbie says, see, I told you Edge would win.
Yes. Good pick. I just thought they would put this off a little bit longer. And like I said, if Beth shows up, then he wins. But if she waits till Monday, then Miz wins. And I thought Miz had it there, and that would have started the longer-term feud. Mm-hmm. Where this, now all of a sudden, Edge wins every time.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
They could have done this different.
Totally.
To make it longer and more entertaining for everybody at home.
Yeah, because this is just pathetic and dumb. Like, because what? Now they're going to be like, well,
they're going to do it anyways.
This couple's a better power couple than this couple.
Right.
And it's just like, who fucking your stupid garbage pissing contests are fucking dumb, WWE. Like, it's fucking lame as a lame ass. I was like, this is setting up the mixed gender tag match.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. That's what we were just talking about. I was hoping that Miz would pull it off and Beth would show up on Monday to square things away.
Right.
And then that would set it up where they go back and forth. So you'd have the mixed gender and then Edge wins that one or something along the way. And then they could do it again for the rubber match.
Right. Bart's like, guys, I fell asleep for an hour, but I woke up. So I'm now finally back.
Well, good to see you back in here.
That was the Edge versus Miz match we just watched, and Edge won that. And before that was the Raw Tag Team Championship, RK Bro versus the Street Profits. The Migos came out with RK Bro. RK Bro retained their title by Randy pinning Ford.
Yes. And then the Amigos got in the ring, and then the Street Profits got back in the ring, and everybody hugged it out.
All hugged it out, and they were friends forever.
It was a big happy fest.
Yep. Alita says, lost another one. And Will Hunter says, well, we are officially on the off-ramp to WrestleMania. Yes.
I have now lost 2.
Right. Bart says, nice. Yes.
Meaning that Liv Morgan is going to be our new women's champion.
Probably. Yep.
Because I feel like one title has to change hands.
Yep.
Unless it's going to be the WWE Championship. But until I see that, I'm staying with Big E on that one.
Right. Robbie says D nearly fell asleep through the Miz match. Did ya? Me too.
Really?
I wasn't really paying that much attention to a lot of it. Just because I'm not a big Edge fan at all. Can't stand him. And now it just made it worse by having his dumb bitch come out. So it just made it even worse for me. It's like, God, this person.
Her being on the main roster stops her from being in NXT. So she has to be getting wrestling money or something. Yeah. Because she was doing something that she liked. And like she said, when she left, she said, leave the light on for me. Meaning that she's going to do this and then go back. So she's coming back to NXT.
Chris says we want Liv puppies. Gross. She doesn't have any. Oh, not me. Oh, yeah, me. I nearly fell asleep through the Miz match. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Bart said, to be honest, I want Liv to win because I was pissed as fuck when she didn't win Money in the Bank, but I hope she wins this time.
She could. There's Bobby.
You notice I didn't
We
have
need Scott
Kevin
Steiner.
Go talk to Kevin
We need
Owens.
Scott Steiner math here. 66 and a third.
Rob is like, should Dakota join the main roster?
Yes. I'll say it every week.
Matthew
People
says,
get mad at me because they say, oh, she'll get buried, but I think she has the heart to stick around, do what it takes, and succeed eventually.
Mm-hmm. Matthew says, I forgot The Rock bought XFL. The new rumors are that Rock might buy WWE now. Crazy. I think that if he did that, he would have to have a team. He would not be able to be there all the time because he has a different career. I mean, he wants to be a Hollywood star. And so you think that he's going to have time to do fucking all this shit every week?
He's not going to do anything. He just own it.
Oh, that's what I mean.
You don't have to be there.
But you do have to be there sometimes through stuff.
You hire people and they run it.
Yeah, and then what? You get the brunt of stupid because your people you hire don't run it correctly and people are angry. Chris says, we want Tony Time puppies and ass, but she's gone.
I'm not sure she had the upper body either. She had some butt, though.
Bobby says Dakota is everything Liv wants to be. Maybe. I have no idea. I really don't know.
Old Dakota. Every one of these guys said they're leaving champion. So either they have to cut the belt up into 5 pieces.
True.
Or somebody's lying.
Yes. Somebody must be lying.
I bet you up to 4 people are lying.
They finally talked to everybody. I think they even talked to Seth, right?
Yes. Maybe. I don't remember if they talked to Seth. I don't remember a Seth talk. I remember a Seth highlight, but I don't remember a Seth talk. So, no, I don't think they've talked to Seth yet.
Oh, maybe they haven't talked to him yet then.
But maybe they did.
I thought they did too, but I could be incorrect. It was like, is this done at 9 or 10? Well, considering there's only 2 matches left, it might get done at 9.
Yeah, it's looking like 9. Easily 9. Might be a little early.
Yeah. Just because of what the matches are. Matthew's like, boo, Seth, and Chris is like, yeah, Dakota is hot. Robbie's like, The Rock has people he can trust. He's not an amateur D.
Yeah, I feel like that it would be ran just fine. He'd hire people to do their job and hold them accountable.
Mm-hmm. Here it is.
That's next.
Your ladies match.
It's ladies match.
Chris says, come on, Jobby Trashley. Ayla's like, hey, and Bart says, so it's almost 4 a.m. I'm in Europe, so it's almost 4 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, when you're over there in the European part, it can be a long time.
Or India, it's early in the morning.
They're
getting ready to go to work.
How horrible her life is because she was raised without a daddy and her daddy issues that she has. God, that woman drives me insane. Fucking can't stand her story. So sick and tired of hearing it.
All right, looks like we got Liv Morgan getting better and better each week. Hopefully getting better on the microphone too. Very popular with the fans at home. And Becky, the old guard, the longest reigning women's champion, I think. I don't know. She's had the belt forever, but she had to give it away. So the only time she wasn't champion is in her ring walk to the ring to beat Bianca. Other than that, she's had the championship for like 500 and something days. So I'm kind of excited. What do you guys think Becky's going to be wearing tonight? Last time, her last pay-per-view, I think she came out in like boots that were up past her knees and they were like spiky. If I remember right, they were red. But Becky is definitely the face of the women's division. So whether she loses it or not, I feel like she's still going to headline WrestleMania at some point. Very, very popular with a lot of fans is Liv Morgan. She reminds me of those TikTok videos that I see every once in a while on YouTube, because I don't have a TikTok, but I have it on YouTube and it shows it on there. But it's like a pretty face, small waist, and a big bank, and then they turn around and show their butt. Liv Morgan. She got a pretty big butt. Pretty face. But is she ready to carry the company? Is her shoulders big enough? That's what it's going to boil down to. Outside the ring, not necessarily inside the ring. I think anybody could carry it in the inside of the ring. It's going to be on the outside. Is she going to be able to do the talk shows? Is she going to be able to do the late night TV circuit? And maybe that's why they have her on Raw Talk. Maybe she's really good at that stuff. I haven't watched Raw Talk in a while, so I could be wrong. All right, here comes Liv. She almost has what Becky was wearing last time with those boots with the weird tips. Now she's got boots with the weird tips, but they're not pointy. They're flat, but they do cover her knees. Is this like a new fashion where you have a boot that covers the front part of your leg but not the back? She's doing the uber baby face. That's what I call that when you're giving the slap in the fans there, the high fives. Liv Morgan showing a hell of a lot of flesh. Is that going to get her over? It'll definitely get her over with the fans. But I think she's already over with the fans. Now we're just waiting on Becky. Very young, very talented. Well, getting to be very talented. She got a growth spur. All right, here comes Becky. The man. Will 2022 be Becky Lynch's year? She looking like some rock girl from an 80s video. I don't even know what's on her shoulders. That's fantastic. Is that what it is? Are they goats? She's got goat heads on her shoulders because she's the goat. Are you shushing me?
No, I'm shushing the dumb dogs.
Becky has a jacket on with goat heads on the shoulders. Look.
Oh,
Look. Or just goats. Full out goats for shoulder pads.
That's ridiculous. And weird. Haven't even started the match yet. Holy
Oh, no. Liv Morgan came out, and now Becky's coming down. Day one-ish. Oos. As they started out the show, and it looks like we're about ready to end this show. We got this match, and then after this one, shit's gonna get real.
Yeah. Matthew's like, is Paul Heyman out there? No.
No Paul Heyman.
Ayla says it's 7:58 Mountain Time. Chris says Becky wears some similar to red gear. Robbie says Ella Travis is a cool and jizzing fan. Ew. Chris says we need Becky to wear a slick black version of the red gear, but Maurice already wore that tonight. Robbie says Dee should teach Liv how to do promos, and Ayla says get a TikTok, Travis. I was against it forever, but I caved.
I can't. It would waste time. There's nothing on there that could be worth.
I mean, if you're going to post on it, it's different. But if all you do is just look through shit, then yeah, you'll just get sucked into the. You
just end up scrolling, and I don't want to do that.
I've done
YouTube
that.
Shorts will take up 10 minutes of my life every once in a while, and then I'm like, what in the world am I doing?
Yep. Ramit says finally Beth Phoenix returns to WWE. Ayla says I can send you stupid videos. Robbie's like, oh, Travis trying to be down with the kids watching TikTok. Haha. Alita's like, be right back. And Matthew says Misty would be an awesome manager cutting promos like Jim Cornette. Except for I have a filthy mouth, and it probably wouldn't work very well.
All right, Liv is getting another shot, another opportunity. Is she going to be able to pull this off?
Ramit says Sasha
All right,
Banks
there they are,
she'll
locking
be
it up.
winning WWE Women's Royal Rumble
In
2022.
the middle of the ring. Who?
Sasha Banks claims that.
Absolutely. I feel like she's going to be a top contender. I bet you she's one of the last 4 women in the ring.
Yeah. Robbie says, LL Uba babyface. Haha. Chris says, I want to Liv to wear her black gear.
She is.
She's worn before, like the singlet.
Oh. Yeah, this one's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with this one.
Robbie says, Ayla, please don't. Ayla says, you're kind of a pervert, Chris.
Kind of.
Prevert. Matthew says,
oh, she's lost it.
Chi-Com data collecting brainwashing weapon.
That's her new thing where she's just screaming.
Ayla's like, I did a while ago. We'll call my brain cleaned then. Ayla's like, we'll call my brain cleaned then. And Chris says, Becky turned into Tony time with the sunglasses and hat. Rob McLaren says, have a good night. See you next time. Bye, Rob. Thanks for hanging with us a little bit tonight. Enjoy the rest of the show.
We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you want to hang out more often. But see you, boss.
Matthew says Liv should come out wearing Band-Aids or bubblegum wrappers. Gross.
Yeah, that would be an interesting outfit,
Well,
wouldn't
she
it?
doesn't have enough boobs, so Band-Aids would cover
Yeah,
a lot.
just those little round ones. You know when you get the little weird cuts?
Yeah.
Like a needle prick?
Yep. Luke says there was a recent interview with one of WWE's backstage seamstress. She was actually asked the ladies wearing these styles of boots. She said it basically had to do with getting a bit more protection for the shins and ankle fronts.
Yeah, it's interesting. We saw Becky wrestling in it last time, and now Liv has it. These weird fronts
Oh, yeah.
that go up higher than their knees.
Right?
It reminds me of like a carpet layer. They wear that stuff, and then it covers their knees when they're down on the carpet. I did it in the wood floors in the front room. So I had refinished my wood floors, the whole things. And then I went around the outside because the big machine wouldn't get close. And I was like, shit, I should have done this first. By the way, if you're going to do your floors, do the outside first and then take the big machine.
It's like painting.
But anyways, I then had to go around and I had knee pads on with plastic tips. And I didn't realize, but it had scratched the floor all the way around where my knees were. And then I stained it. And you could see 2 scratches all the way around the whole perimeter. But once we put the polyurethane on there, it disappeared. Thank goodness. But
Right.
yeah, next time I'll do that first.
Yep. Robbie's like, oh, yeah, YouTube Shorts of the Wrestling Gap does take up valuable time. Matthew says, oh, yeah, the YouTube Shorts trap happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can't help it.
Instagram has Reels, too, sometimes, and I've watched some of those and got stuck in them. They're basically just mixtures of TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Chris says, well, Bex hasn't disappointed tonight, LOL.
Not yet.
Ayla's like, I watched the shorts on YouTube for a while, so I figured I'd check out TikTok. I like it sometimes. I actually downloaded it and got sucked into it, and I would be up until 2 o'clock in the morning watching some of the shorts. And then I'd get...
1, 2. We almost had a new champion. That close to making everybody at home happy. Where's Vindicator?
I don't know where he went. He doesn't... I don't know
doesn't
if
do a
he'll
lot
be
of
in here. I
pay-per-views.
mean, he loves Liv, but I don't know if he'd be able to watch it with Becky out there.
I don't know if he watches pay-per-views. I don't think he pays for them.
Oh, I don't know either.
Oh, that took her neck off.
Anyways, but they... then you get suckered into thinking that you should make a comment or something.
That's the worst, especially.
And then you do, and then you regret it. So I just don't watch them because
2.
my comments are not exactly what you would consider correct, and then they're like,
Why is
"Bleh,"
Becky
about
acting like she's like should have won already?
I
She
don't
hasn't
know.
done any move. And done
because
the man
she's
slam.
a heel, I guess. Chris says Liv looking like a little Scarlet, LOL, like a devolved Pokemon.
Right. A little Scarlet Bordeaux. She does, now that you've mentioned that, look a lot like her, but without the upper
Without
body.
the bodacious boobs, puppies that
Voluptuous.
she's not very voluptuous in any way. Even her butt really isn't that voluptuous. I mean, she has one, but it's not like, ooh, she's got a big ass butt on her.
Right.
But you know what's funny about Liv and her, because she cries all the time? She does her makeup like she cries. So
Right.
it's really kind of pathetic that she's like, I embraced it.
It's
I embrace
probably
my
got
crying.
her everything she's wanted her whole life, so she's going to use it as a tool. It's fine. It's just an extra tool. We all have certain tools that we use.
Robbie says, I don't pay for wrestling. It's pointless when you can watch it for free on the net.
Boom! Leg drop. Liv fell into the ring from that leg drop. That's weird. I thought she'd fall out. And a 2 count. And then we got a kick out by Liv.
Matthew says,
Becky's
I'm
still
kind of
acting like
over
she should
Becky
have won it.
Lynch. I think it's because she came back as whatever
Heel.
2-time backs or
Yeah.
whatever she's calling herself now, instead of just being the man and being a dick. Like, that's what I would rather see, but...
Which is funny because she is a dick, because she's a heel,
Right.
but she's like a weakened heel.
Yeah, it's stupid. It was like, I just watch for a while, send videos to a select a few people, then I get off. I have regular YouTube videos I watch. I have a schedule. Alita says, I know what you mean, D. Right? I mean, you're just like, oh my god, how can people do this stupid? And then I remember that people are just stupid.
We're all stupid.
Like the TikTok crap.
Everybody's stupid in some way.
Your dogs are stupid.
Little arm drag. Looks like Liv's getting an upper hand here. Flips over the top of her, rolls through. Bexploder. 1, 2. No, just barely a 1. You got to count faster.
It's like when I'm not playing with the kids, I'm on YouTube, so I'm not TikTok addicted. Alita says, if you have Xfinity, it's free. That's cool.
Nothing wrong with
Peacock is included with your Xfinity
old
stuff.
Peacock. It is.
Ayla says, my personality is a schedule. And Chris says, a little 2-timing Bex. Yeah, that 2-timing O-bag.
Bex. She's like Sammy Guevara of the women's division.
Right.
Just kidding, Sammy. I don't know your story. Write a book. Tell all. Becky, what is this? Why is this match like this? Stop. Let's pick it up.
I don't know.
It's either they don't have a lot of chemistry or they're just waiting for a big finale or something.
Maybe. Matthew's like, Becky acting like hard ass feels so fake to me. She married Seth Rollins. That sums it up. Roy's like, some people I know are addicted to social media. Oh, I could never be addicted. Don't care too much about it.
Yeah, there's certain things, like every once in a while. Like I watch the weather in the morning. And then I watch some, like, just random stuff throughout the day. But I try to stay off of it as much as I can. The referee is down counting really slow, but that's fine. Because you're doing it for both of them.
Mm-hmm. Ayla's like, did you watch the video I sent? No, I saw that you sent it, though. Alita says, I love the animal ones. Yeah, some of those are pretty cute, Alita. Like, I get some horse ones on there because I really like horses, so that's pretty cool. But
oh, shit.
Chris says,
Becky might have just got the tar knocked out of her.
Maybe good times. I'm not sure how good, but...
Liv thinks that the fans like her screaming. That's her new thing, is the scream. She's done it twice now.
I guess.
And maybe it's going to pay off for her. Maybe she'll be the Scream Queen.
I think maybe she does it because she's frustrated and can't do anything else with her life.
The old Scream Queen is older now, Jamie Lee Curtis, so we could use a new Scream Queen. The shotgun drop kick by Liv in the replay. All right, Becky trying to get up. Liv looks like she's pretty upset. There she comes. Liv obviously getting up first because she's the one with the offense right now. We do get to see a Brock Lesnar sighting a little bit later tonight. Hopefully it works out for him. There's a spin kick. Becky. A little suplex, I guess you'd call it. Suplex. Flex. We'll get it. Is that a disarmer? I think she's got it locked in. Nope. She's got her pinned. 1, 2. She had her in a disarmer, but kind of just sideways. She didn't have it all the way locked in. That could be it. 1, 2. Why is she counting so slow? Maria's counting slow as fuck.
Yeah, that's what Becky said about her. Robbie says, will it ever be 2 belts, Becky?
No. I don't think they're going to do that again for a while. Yeah. They could. I mean, if for a minute. I mean, if Brock gets the title tonight, we might see it in the freaking man's division.
Right. Matthew says, how do you all feel about the new Batman movie? I think it looks pretty damn good.
I thought it looked... I
Chest a chance.
I watched, the previews for it, and I thought it looked pretty good, so...
I don't know. I haven't seen the other Batman movies with what's-his-face, so I'm not sure. I'm a huge Michael Keaton Batman fan, so it's hard for me to like other Batmans. Like... Adam West Batman is, like, so classic, and then, of course, Michael Keaton Batman, and so other Batmans are kind of like, eh. Robbie's like, again, Ayla's like, I hardly get on Facebook or Instagram unless I'm messaging people like my sister. I only talk to her on Facebook, occasionally post pictures. Chris says, the orgasm by Liv. Ew, gross, Chris.
The orgasm. Oh, big power bomb. That could do it. 1, 2. Referee's so slow. Even Liv got it screwed there a little bit.
Robbie says, will it ever be 1 belt Liv?
Yeah.
Sure. Alita's like, I like all of those. Chris says it's a Brock party tonight. Alita says she was in the new Halloween movie. Huh.
Liv, as the new Scream Queen? Are you talking about Jamie Lee? Because Jamie Lee is in it.
Scream Queen, Jamie Lee Curtis. Robbie says, give it a go. Do you might like the Batman?
I think it'll be okay. I really do. After watching the preview for it, I was like, hey, that's not
I'm
too
just
bad.
glad that it...
I like how he comes out of the fire and he's chasing that guy. And he's like, ha, ha, ha. And then he looks at his mirror and the Batmobile comes out of the fire. I was like, oh, that looks like it's going to be pretty good.
She's over on the road.
So close to the disarmor.
Matthew says, I did an internet detox the last month. I was falling down the rabbit hole with the conspiracies and too caught up in the politics. I was stressing myself out.
Oh, that'll hurt you when you get into that negative stuff.
Yeah, I don't watch any of that crap.
Becky rolls her up. Just a 1 count. Becky ducks it.
She was supposed to win.
And drops her head first. 1, 2, Liv kicks out. So this match is going to be about basically who can get the 3, because they're just going to keep doing 2s.
Right.
And now Becky looks like she's frustrated again. I just don't understand it. Do a fucking finisher and see how you finish.
Right. Ayla's like, yeah, it gets toxic. Robbie's like, Batman looks sick. Defo going with a new Bredens when it's out. A few of your friends. Got it. Jesus Christ, man. You guys and your words.
Take a timeout. I have like some timeout on my phone. It's like, you need to stop watching.
Like, why are you still here? Why did you came? Yeah, I had a hard time with the whole Ben Affleck Batman thing. Ugh. Because I can't stand him, so it was just terrible.
All right, I'm losing the match because my phone went dead.
Alita says Jamie Lee.
Yeah, she was the Scream Queen. It's not dead like that.
Oh.
It like just went way behind, and I couldn't fast forward it. It kept like doing weird like that. Like instead of fast forwarding. Old Liv Morgan.
The commentators kill me. Chris is like Becky Lynch with a Bray Wyatt move with that face slam. Yeah, and then she rolled out of the ring like you're supposed to as a veteran.
Looks like she's got something in her hair. What's she have in her hair? It's like yellow. See that scream with the eargasms again?
That's stupid.
Is this a new thing that Liv just
her
trying to do?
Frustration because she can't use words.
All right, Becky is in the ring, but look at that. Rolls out the other side. And that is definitely bugging Liv.
I hope she cries about it.
She's getting. Oh, she's smacking herself. God. She's into that masochist or whatever it is. Oh shit, she almost didn't make it. That's like my little gif I wanted to make. Liv just almost did the same thing. Becky had to catch her.
Makes sense. Alita says yes, Jamie Lee. Yes. Jamie Lee. Old Scream Queen, Jamie Lee Curtis.
So Becky's trying to win by count out. That's funny. She counts faster when they're outside the ring than when she got them pinned.
Right.
Becky stomping a mud hole right into the side, right into the back, right in the kidneys there.
Chris is like, Liv with the gasms. Ribs. Yeah, I guess.
She has multiple.
I guess that's a thing now.
Some multiple eargasms. Oh shit, she fell out hard.
Alita's
Becky gonna follow her out
too. Yeah, he was like, as Batman, I just couldn't stand him. I mean, I've seen some of the ones with Christian Bale. He's pretty good. And I don't mind like the creepy ones, but like Val Kilmer and George Clooney. I'll take Val Kilmer, but George Clooney as Batman was terrible also.
Yeah, you watch your mouth about Val Kilmer. That was my favorite Batman. Because I like Tommy Lee Jones and I like Jim Carrey.
Right. I mean, and like I said, Val Kilmer did a good job as Batman. But George Clooney, horrible Batman.
So she's trying to break that arm. She put that arm back in those steps.
Yeah.
Stomped the hell out of them. And now she's looking for that disarmor eventually.
But don't worry, the arm won't break because Liv survived it the last time, so it's fine.
Uh-oh, Liv going up top.
Chris was like, is Liv a nympho? I have no idea, Chris. Maybe
Lots
you
of
should call her up
orgasms.
and ask her.
It's hard to say. Here it is. The rings of Saturn, I guess. Here she goes. She's going to tap. Liv's your new champion. Oh, no. 1, 2. Becky just got out of that. Or Liv got out of it. After Becky rolled her up.
She had to let go of her hold before she got pinned.
She's holding on like a mofo. That's her finisher. Becky stopped it into the man slam. Man slam!
That's a finisher. So
1, 2, 3.
And she didn't have to use the ropes, even though she was going for it, but she didn't.
I think she kicked it. But Becky pulls it off. Was she blind all of a sudden?
Who?
Liv, she's like, see, I can't see. Oh
My God, seriously.
So Liv can't see. She's blinded
by
the
how
greatness.
Great Becky is. That's pretty sad
Look,
for her.
she has lost her eyes. That's her new storyline.
Oh, she's so blinded by the tears in her eyes because she lost. That's
Why
sad.
did she lose her vision? Is it like something in Becky's hair or something? I'm trying to see why there's vision loss. Unless her head smashed against the ring.
Maybe. I don't know. It was a perfectly legal pin because she didn't use the rope. So she didn't
tried
really
to.
cheat. She tried. They're too far away, and she didn't get it.
Right, so in the storyline, they'll have to rewrite it or something. It looks like she could see in real life, so I was worried about that. I was like, my eyes, she's saying. So why all of a sudden are your eyes bad? Because you have fake eyelash? What's going on? Explain the eye loss thing to us there, Liv.
Maybe because she doesn't want to cry or something. She's like, I have to be a victim. I have to be a victim, so it's my eyes. It's totally my eyes. I can't see now. She blinded me.
And now they can move on from the storyline because she beat her legitly in a pay-per-view this time.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Seth? Now it's
There it's Seth. Robbie says Ben Affleck is still acting. I didn't know he was still around. Yeah, now that he's back with J-Lo, so it's even more gross. Matthew's like, Christian Bale as Batman was really good. He is one of my favorite actors. Check out Equilibrium. It came out in 2003, but covers cancel culture. The cinematography is outstanding. And Matthew's like, boo. You know, the only show that
It was supposed to be a one-on-one match. So he does have a true gripe.
Right, he does have a true gripe. Anyways.
What's happening?
Nothing. Matthew, about Christian Bale, the only show I really have liked him in and seen him in is Psycho.
American Psycho, yeah.
The American Psycho. Chris says the locked job, I live without the job. Lita says Val was, didn't see anything else. Matthew says gay, and Robbie says D just allow it with the live agenda. Matthew message retracted, and Robbie says haha, living rent free in D's mind. Chris says Liv blinded by the red hair. Matthew says she lost a contact. Robbie's like, hello, Matthew making excuses for Liv. Ha ha ha. Chris says two-timing Bex everyone. Did she two-time them? That's terrible.
Two-timing belt Bex.
Right? And Seth talking to Kevin, whose name got changed to Bert.
That's Bert.
That is Bert, by the way. Kevin Owens changed his name to that. Okay. Are we saying anything, or that a no?
About Bert?
Yeah, about Bert.
Becky or Bert or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Robbie says D with the great acting. D should be in the show, The Bold and the Beautiful. Ha ha.
Oh, yeah.
What acting am I doing?
That you don't like, Liv.
I don't. I seriously can't stand her. Ugh. Like, her whole, persona I hate. If she's really like that in real life, I feel sorry for anybody who has to be around her. Like, you cannot be a good person and act like that.
Well, it might be part of her persona for the wrestling, though.
I hope that's it. Because if she's like that in real life, it's fucking pathetic. Like, on a whole nother level of pathetic. But you know what? I'm pretty sure that it's her fucking whole thing. Because all she does is sit there and cry about who she is.
Right.
Do your thing.
Are they gonna?
Will Hunter says Christian Bale was in their Prestige, which was pretty epic movie. Ravi says, is Adam West a classic actor? Yes, he was the original Batman. Like when Batman was a series on TV, he was Batman. Adam West